The way I
It's true.
imagine it is whenever you open your gate, you have, a manifestation. That's why your battle icon has those floating shards of metal around them.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of imagine it like those shards of metal will kind of convene and configure themselves into whatever kind of blast or weapon you want them to be shaped as. Hello, chat.
Hi, chat.
Hello.
Hello,
Ah.
chat.
Hello.
We're doing the most fun thing you could do in a TTRPG, which is talk about the logistics of magic.
Yep.
I mean,
How are you doing?
if you're not going to play a system that has rules in it, you might as well just be doing freeform RP.
Yeah.
Literally. Like, you don't want so many rules that you have to cross-reference them every time you want to do something. But having no rules at all is just, round table storytelling.
Yeah.
Which is not bad.
No, I love round table storytelling.
But the rules make it a game.
Yes.
Right.
The rules make it a game,
fun.
and it adds in a little bit of strategy, a little bit of danger.
Exactly.
You have to have some limit on magic, otherwise, who knows what happens.
So, how y'all doing?
I'm doing good. That voice you're putting on all of a sudden gives me anxiety because I don't know what my fact or question is.
Well,
Just
in that case, we're going to start with you.
Damn it. All right, which one do
I
you
saw
want?
that coming a mile away.
Let's see. Let's do questions this week because I think that's kind of interesting. Tiki, what is a question you would like to ask of Nimki?
Hey, Nimki.
How's it going?
Did you or do you have a theology that existed before your situation with Kin?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I've thought about this. I kind of wish I thought it through more, but there is a definite yes to that answer, which is part of the problem. I know that his family back home, his very large family, would have a huge problem with Kin, and that's a big reason why he left. Not that he even knew about Kin at the time, just that there was something happening. But yeah, I'm not good at thinking of stuff on the spot, but there's definitely something to it.
You would have had a family belief, basically.
Yeah.
Back before Kin became a factor.
Yeah.
That's understandable. I would think that that's a fairly common thing, given that we see it a lot, in this world.
In my head, it's not even like a small thing either. It would be like very important and very fundamental and very strict, actually.
That would make sense.
I think it's like a large organized religion where like you have several families coming together for services or something, or is it like a household guardian sort of thing?
It would be community wide. I'm tough. I'm rough with stuff on the spot. Let me think.
No, you're fine.
Yeah,
I think I
don't imagine them going in for services, but it is something that would almost like seep into every freaking sentence that they share. I envision it being very primary.
Mm-hmm. If it's something that's particularly strict, I imagine it's probably related to Daeon, the judge.
I'm gonna write that down and look it up later.
She is in the world document with all the other gods.
Okay.
But continuing on, Nimki, what is a question you would like to ask of, let's say... Let's do Cardamon.
Cardamon. Okay. What is Cardamon's dad like? Is that silly?
No.
No, I think that's a good question.
Okay.
No, so he's really supportive. And honestly, it's one of those things where if he wasn't adopted by that specific guy and he was probably left to fend for himself, he would have turned into a supervillain. But I think because he got the adoptive dad that he got, he turned out the way that he is. So he was really supportive in everything that he was doing. So much so that he saw that whenever he put him in school, that he wasn't really learning anything there, and he was getting picked on by kids because of his arm and everything.
Mhm.
So he like pulled him out and he's just like, okay, I'm just gonna teach you alchemy. And if you have questions about things, I know your backstory. I know you're smart. School wasn't a good idea. I just wanted you to socialize. So he's like, I don't know why I need friends. I have you. So
Ah.
it's that kind of relationship.
I see. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's
So good dad.
very cute. Yes.
Yay.
Cardamon,
Yeah.
what is a question that you would like to ask Miria?
So I guess as far as like all of the occultism is concerned, what like are you in a monastery or are you in a big like cool coven, or like you said you're witch, and I'm just curious about what that's like. What is it like to be in a coven?
Um, there is no coven. It's not nearly as
Okay.
organized as any of that. It's being a witch just means that I have a patron, and that patron gives me power, and I do things when they ask me to.
What kind of rewards do you offer in your patron?
Is the blood thicker than the womb water? Last question.
You don't have to answer that one.
Damn it! That's 2 questions.
That's 2 questions. That's 1 too many, puppy.
Questions are fine. That one's just weird, though.
It was a little weird, puppy.
It was just slightly.
Have you seen my
Miria,
charisma?
Miria, what is a question that you are curious about with Aloysius?
Yes.
Wizard.
Let the fight begin.
Wizard, what is it that drew you to magic in the first place?
Hmm.
You had to work for your magic. You had to learn it. What made you go through all of that in the first place?
Well, it was either that or join my family's fishing business, and I don't like being on boats.
Well, surely you had other options than magic.
Well, yes, but I don't know. I thought it would be a way to connect to something bigger than myself, something spiritual, if you like.
Okay.
Didn't go very well.
I wouldn't know.
Aloysius,
What do you want?
what is a question you would like to ask of Kenji?
Okay, all right.
Here we go.
Kenji, if your lady set you loose from your agreement, from the situation you two have, would you still stay with her?
I'm not certain that I would be allowed to in that situation.
That's fair. Would you want to?
I mean, if I'm answering this in character, Kenji wouldn't answer this in character, so
Yeah, that's right. That is valid.
That was also technically 2 questions,
But you
so
know,
you don't have to answer.
Kenji is very closed-mouthed about it. But the actual answer, OOC, is that he would very much consider it if he didn't have any other options.
Okay.
Aw, wait, hold on. I
Uh-huh.
was like, oh, that's wholesome,
Sounded
and I
kind of
was like, oh,
bittersweet.
never mind.
No, it's
Not
not
sure if
like
it's a good thing or not.
it's not like any other option though. I mean, like if he wasn't in another relationship at the time.
Right.
All right. Kenji, what is a question you would care to ask of Thelgar?
Hmm.
I'm going to roll for intimidating glare.
So, okay, let's go with Belgar. What's your favorite food?
I knew you were gonna ask that. Holy shit! I was. Oh,
The
I
meat
knew
from
it.
Monster Hunter.
Gigantic Haka zebra leg.
There you go. Yeah.
Any
Yeah.
kind of very well done meat.
Well done,
Fair.
huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, raw's okay, but you know,
Elgar out of context is crazy.
what were you thinking?
Nothing. How's things going with your fire girlfriend, by the way? Anyway.
It's okay, I like raw too.
That's like so much like Tommy Wiseau. Like, oh, so anyway, so how's your sex life?
Anyway, Thelgar, let's cap this off. What's a question you would like to ask Tiki?
I swear to God, if you ask her, you cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, I'm gonna fly to Brazil and slap you.
I don't think she would know that. But are you? No.
Booking my tickets
um,
now.
Anyway. Yeah, you know what? So, what do you think about Lydiana?
Hmm.
What do I think about Liliana?
Ooh, good
Yeah.
tea.
I think there is something else there. I think she's either got something that's contained in her and she's barely holding it in, or there's something that is otherwise controlling her or related to her or something. Something is going on there. Something outside of herself, outside of her powers. I don't like her. I don't trust her. I think she's lying through her fucking
Yeah.
teeth. I think she has an honorable cause, but I think she's playing way too hard to get about trying to get some help at it. I don't like it. I don't trust her.
I wonder if Tiki's mistrust is well earned. I suppose we'll just have to get back into it and find out. Are you all ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Delightful. Then, last time on Fuzzy Dice, after finishing the investigation resting, Tiki found himself with a most of liquid metal floating and following him around, his new familiar. Thelgar, meanwhile, was struggling to rest, as she was plagued by voices just at the edge of hearing throughout the night. The party convened and ruminated about the information they had gathered, but made little sense of anything. They decided to relax at the bathhouse and approach the problem with clear heads. On the way, however, they encountered a Tanuki witch, Miria, being accosted by Ghost and moved to her aid, with some reticence by certain members of the party. Upon dispatching the wraiths, Miria told the party her goal, to remove the source of the haunt that conjured the ghosts. The strange Tanuki was also able to intuit that Thelgar was being haunted herself, and offered her services in helping the Kola warrior tame her demons. The group now makes their way to the bathhouse with a new companion in tow. So, most of you find yourselves outside the familiar walls of the bathhouse. Kenji and Nimki broke off to deal with a curse Kenji had been afflicted with that could have proven fatal had it not been dealt with or overcome. But they managed to reconvene with you, and all seems well. You now find yourselves at the bathhouse, ready to begin a well-deserved relaxation after your particularly harrowing encounter with the ghostly entities.
Elgar getting naked immediately, I see.
Naturally.
Yep. There is no hesitation. We're not even inside the bathhouse.
We're not
right
inside yet. Yeah.
Now.
I don't know. Okay, I'm just anxious. Okay.
The funny way to show it.
I take off my clothes when I'm nervous. You're like, oh, does it help?
Try
Carnival is
yourself and
gonna-
see.
I do have that. You know what? Sure.
Oh shit! I just remembered. I should have made a naked version for Miria. Oh shit! Sorry,
I think
Miria. You're
good.
bathing with clothes on.
You know, I did what you suggested, and as it turns out, nothing's changed.
I think you're just not
as
doing it
stressed as I
right.
normally do.
I mean, I don't know. Try harder next time.
I'm as physically naked as I could get.
Get naked harder.
I
Um,
can't.
excuse me?
Oh god. Cardone is gonna approach Kenji and start waving his hand in front of his eyes and being like, "Are you good? Can you see now?" And he's gonna start waving his hands and see. How many fingers am I holding up?
Have we arrived yet?
Yeah, you have reconvened at the bathhouse at this point.
Okay. Kenji, I'm... Cardamon, I'm fine.
Okay.
Crossed the river with the water horses, and Elron mumbled some words at me.
I don't understand that word, but that's
I
me.
think he might be suffering from the heat. Let's get him inside and get him cooled off in the bath.
Nimki's still on the lookout for ghosts, like looking around corners.
Alois
Every-
is just
every time-
quietly squinting at Miria the whole time.
I think she'll catch your gaze here and there, but ignore you for the most part.
I am going to pay 2 silver to buy 2 bottles of wine. I'm going to open one for all of us, and then one is just for Thelgar.
He looks at it and then looks at you. What's the catch?
Don't slap my head or bite my head off next time we get in the combat deal.
That seems easy enough. She snatches the bottle of wine from your hand.
I like to think that Cardamon is drinking something that he has mixed in a giant like beaker right now.
I imagine as Tiki gets into the water, you
Wait.
notice the silver
Wait.
armband. Or sorry,
Wait. Before you get into the water, like Nimki will grab your Tiki's arm and is like, "Hey, I thought you said the color would wash off. Is that okay?"
I mean we're in like one of the side rooms, right? It can wash off for a few minutes.
Probably.
Okay.
Okay.
I
Is
just wanted to be sure.
Are we gonna be able to whip it up again before we
Easy.
have to leave? Okay, fine.
Okay, good.
I'm just gonna make it a different color though.
Isn't gonna get the bathwater all I don't know.
Chrono, I don't think
Dirty
you
and
should make it a
powdered and
different
shit.
color. The production crew won't pay for a different costume.
That's okay.
The production crew. The guy with the camera just like signaling from behind.
I think as Tiki gets undressed and gets into the water, you notice there's like a silver bangle around his arm. And as he slips into the water, it like moves on its own to like stay away from the water. Like it kind of coils back towards on the top of his head as if it fears the water.
My God, you really look like Sonny now.
Nimki, can I borrow your shield?
Oh yeah, I guess.
So I'm
Here you
gonna
go.
hold it like it's a little float for the elemental, and be like, "Look, it's a boat," and pat on it and show that it floats and sit on top of it.
That works better
Does
than
it
I thought.
float though?
Does it blend?
I mean,
It's
how
wooden
much can he
enough.
weigh? He's just a little guy.
It'll work.
I didn't have to check my sword at the entrance, did I?
Yes. No weapons.
Unless you wanted to roll to see if you could sneak it in.
How can I
Maybe.
do all the the stuff with Miria if I don't have my sword with me?
What were you planning on doing?
Oh, if you knew.
Okay.
I mean, I can think of the things you do with the sword. I hope you aren't trying to kill Miria this so soon.
Cartman's gonna ask politely if we can bring the sword into this private area.
Make a diplomacy
For
check.
science.
Oh my god! I'm going to make myself look presentable and slick my hair back and use my new feet for my +1.
Hey, you're trained in diplomacy now.
I am. And I get a +1.
I'm an expert in
Sweet luck.
intimidation, and look where that gets me.
That's true too.
Anyone else trained in diplomacy? No? Shush!
No, okay. So that being said,
Yes.
Actually, I
okay.
am.
First, you roll.
No, I saw that 16.
Okay, that sucks. Okay, I will go to the person taking care of the equipment, and I will roll I will do like an intimidating glare and say, "I need my sword." She looks, away, and then looks back at him for science.
Okay, roll an intimidation check.
Sure, hold on.
I think science and intimidation are or occultism. Those are like the opposites.
If I say it's for occultism, he's not going to,
I would like to think that this diplomacy check went. Hi, so that sword is really important to my friend. Can we just borrow it for 5 minutes? No, it's against sword policy. Oh, okay. Well, that's not all I can do.
See what I mean?
No, see,
See what I mean?
what happens is that exact exchange with Miria occurs, right next to the bathhouse attendant.
Okay, sure. I'm okay with that.
You can always do this later. Besides, maybe you'll be more relaxed and it'll put you in a better mindset.
The bathhouse attendant just kind of rolls their eyes and be like, "No, I'm sorry. It's bathhouse policy. Please check your weapons."
She keeps a very slow and frustrated sigh and turn back and walks, with the tail between her legs.
How long does Cardamon have to stand there and watch as Kenji unloads his arsenal onto the
Oh, I have a
guard check?
weapon. I have a ring that
Oh!
allows me to
That is true.
appear as though I'm not carrying any
you
weapons.
don't see any of Kenji's weapons.
Oh! Cardamon almost snitches and is like, what about that huge Batman arsenal that you... Oh!
I think Talgar just, approaches Miriam and she goes, "Look, forget whatever shit you came to tell me. Can you just teach me how to be scary? Please, I beg you.
Oh my
I
gosh.
fucking beg you."
She like darts her eyes from side to side, kind of looks up and down at herself. Like, do you think I look scary? What are you talking about?
No,
Terrifying.
Dad, you just saw what happened.
I am looking at that one feather on your stick, and I am very fearful of the pain you're going to cause me. Pluck, 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 pluck.
I do have a mutagen for that. Not the feather stuff, but maybe making Thelgar a little scarier.
I don't think she means like through, potions or whatever. Like,
Not through chemical enhancements.
yeah, not through science. Weirdly enough.
So we've got to do science for our occultism. We've got to do not science for our chemistry. Got it.
I mean, I never claimed she was intelligent.
Sorry, I rolled for a bath bomb.
Oh,
It is very balmy.
would it be worth
And I
taking?
just roll a d20, and if I roll high, I say it's for intimidation.
No, I would have claimed. I was explaining what it was. If it was bad, it would have been a shitty bath bomb. It's fine.
It's a good bath bomb. You're getting quite used to making them.
Would it be worth taking assurance for intimidation? Does that work?
Yeah, you can use
Wait,
your
taking
character
what
studies
for
skill.
intimidation? I'm sorry.
Basically, you always get a good roll if you have
Well,
assurance.
you get a
You
okay
don't.
roll.
You get
Okay
a
roll.
slightly less than average roll is what you
Yeah.
get with assurance.
Mhm.
Which is
Is that
better
like
than what you're getting.
assurance Is assurance like what exactly?
It's a
Uh,
skill.
You always get 10.
you always get 10, but you can't apply
Any modifiers.
any modifiers.
So you get 10 plus your proficiency. So you don't get like any item bonuses. You
Oh.
don't get your ability score
I
bonus.
mean, I have a
You don't
plus
get the
11
circumstance.
proficiency bonus, so any
Literally not
mediocre
worth
roll
it.
is good. The problem is I'm always
Well,
rolling 2.
No, Thelgar, your proficiency bonus with Thelgar, your proficiency with intimidation is a +8.
So that'd
Oh,
still
really?
be
Wait,
18, but still.
Yeah, so
which is good.
yeah, it's okay. It would affect you.
It wouldn't
But,
affect
yeah.
me, and will is my weakest save. So
Maybe it's not worth it.
Yeah, the problem with assurance, and it is useful in like certain situations, but it is a below average roll. More often than not, like you will average out to roll higher if you just don't take assurance, because you can apply other modifiers. You apply your ability score modifier. You can apply circumstance and item bonuses and all that kind of stuff, which assurance overrides.
D20's average of 10.5. You get your +2
Arco
from
says all rolls
charisma.
below 10 for intimidation are farce converted to seduction. Yeah, I'm gonna try that. I will roll for intimidation, and if I roll bad, I will immediately rest my hand on the target's shoulder, and then like, hey,
Hey. Anyway,
Anyway, I'm all naked, and now there's an orange puddle of sludge around me in the pool.
Appealing.
Ew!
Yeah.
It's that.
Yeah, that was
Water that
on me
reacts
all
to
day.
being in the
Thanks,
pool.
Cardamom. Now I gotta put it back on.
Yeah, well. Must have been pretty well applied if it took an entire bath and submersion to get off.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
You intending to imply it as well as again?
We'll see how I'm
Can I
feeling.
just leave,
If you keep
can I just
sassing
leave
me, maybe
Tiki
not.
here and go to the next room?
No, I'll be good.
So I don't think I've ever gotten the mental image of the bathhouse. Is it actually like the Spirited Away one?
Yeah,
It,
to an extent. It's not nearly as big, first of all, but there is like a large communal bathing area, but then there are also like private areas with various size baths that you can have like a more intimate experience in.
Did Myria join us in the soak?
I think that Miria is sitting on the edge right before the water starts, cross-legged, stick in her lap, just watching everybody.
Okay.
Not even feet in the water.
No, not right now.
Aloysius kind of sidles up to her and says, "So,
Hmm,
which, huh?
what? Yeah. Thought I made that pretty clear last time.
You got a coven?"
No, I work by myself.
So you're just a freelancer.
I mean, if you want to think about it that way, I guess so.
What's the
You
scariest
always
thing you've had to exercise?
puppy.
You're asking awkward questions too.
I don't care. That's my job. Oh, I don't know. I mean, all these haunts are pretty similar for the most part. Usually I can handle them by myself. This is really the first time that anybody else has had to get involved like this, so I don't know. Maybe this one's the scariest.
You know, you kind of owe us if you're, if you want to look at it a certain way. I mean, we did all that. We were in the middle of other business, and this kind of happened. And then, we're not charging you or anything, but
Aren't you just coming here?
This is
Yeah.
business. We're having business right now. We're doing a business.
no,
And
what
Game
I
Cardamon
mean,
are splashing each other in the background while you're saying that this is
Yeah.
business.
usually I
Okay,
don't
you know
stick
what?
my.
Thalgar will walk up to Aloysius and Tiki from behind, place one hand in each of their shoulder, and give them an intimidation back, just so they can stop harassing the poor witch.
Do I have to do a save?
Nope, it's an intimidation check on Thalgar's part.
Oh, okay. Fail.
It's against your will, DC, so.
Critical fail.
I'm not gonna fail this time. I can feel it. I'm not gonna fail this
Aloysius,
let's
we
time.
get
go.
to hang out with a pretty girl. We're lucky.
There you
Not
go.
this time.
Oh,
There you
Oh
go.
my gosh.
That is not a critical success on either of them, but it's quite close.
Tiki's just gonna like slowly sink down into the water until his beak submerged and there's just blowing bubbles.
Don't make me break my agreement with you.
Mog on top of his head is being very freaked out now, being this close to the water.
Oh, people were actually talking to me for once.
Aloysius,
Yeah.
what have you done with your equipment?
What are we doing with my equipment?
Yes, your clothes and such.
I stowed it at the front desk, right? I mean, that's what we usually
Your
do.
weapons, yes, but
Well, can I just check my pack too? All right.
If
Well,
you
I
want.
guess. I mean, that's what he would do. Why? What's up?
I was just
My-
curious where Hocus was.
I think he'd probably be sitting next to me. I don't think I'm going to check him at the desk. I think I just have him as a good fool.
I think
This
you
is
should have.
This is my frog. Why? Okay, he's sitting. I have him just sort of perched near the edge of the tub.
Hocus is staring at Miria. Miria, there's a frog staring at you.
I look at lots of animals all the time.
Me too.
I'm sure the hummingbird is in here somewhere.
Oh
You have
yeah,
a hummingbird?
probably perched underneath your cloak,
Or
out
on
of
the
sight,
stick, something
or
like
on
that.
your stick. Mary,
Aloysius,
make an occultism check.
Slowly collecting a menagerie here.
It's true. There are 3 familiars in this room.
Kadamon wonders if he should build himself a robot.
Yeah.
There's something familiar about this frog.
something familiar about my familiar.
I was about to say, is there something familiar about the familiar?
Yes.
Whoa, shit! You don't say.
Okay.
There's an energy about it that is quite intimately familiar to you.
Do I check it, or is it just familiar?
I mean, if you inspect the frog, it is just a frog. There's no
Yeah.
noteworthy detail about it, but uh,
What's with the
yeah.
frog? Who's got the frog in here?
What do you mean? What's with the? Aloysius
I mean,
centers
it's just
himself.
staring at me.
Aloysius centers himself, glances at Thelgar, and says, he tries to be polite. This is my familiar. His name is Hocus.
What, you have a familiar?
Yes.
Oh, wizard familiar.
No. I have a witchcraft dedication.
I think like her eyes that are already like kind of burn with the light of fire within them, like they somehow like almost explode in radiance and interest suddenly perking up. Wizard's actually a witch?
Not a
Oh,
proper
I gotta
witch.
know about this.
Aloysius
Alder
glances.
gives a tap, a gentle pat on Aloysius's back. Be mindful.
Aloysius takes a deep sigh. Well, the short version is that after I got kicked out of the academy, I was looking for other sources of magic, ways to learn, because I couldn't get back in the library anymore. So I crossed paths with some other witches at one point, learned a few things, thought maybe it was a new path for me, and then they kicked me out.
You're a wizard. But
Yeah.
really, what did they kick you out for?
Because apparently I can be a little cantankerous and disagreeable to some
Oh,
folks.
you don't
You don't say.
Thank you very much.
Alder rolls her eyes.
Okay, well, what did you learn?
What did I learn?
During your previous run-ins with the witches, you probably learned a bit about how their magic works, although you never made a pact yourself.
Right. I learned a bit about how their magic worked, but I never made a pact myself. I never acquired a patron. The frog
Oh.
recently joined me. It's as much a mystery to me as it is to you, honestly, and I'm hoping maybe something will come of it, some sort of enlightenment, maybe new skills that I can apply because I really need more work. I don't really know yet. I'm taking it as I go.
I think Miriam must have this like just giant ear to ear grin across her face at this point. You
What?
said, huh? What?
What is that look on your face, ma'am?
Okay. Well, you said you don't have a patron, but you have a familiar. You have to have a patron whether you know it or not.
Well, they haven't revealed themselves to me in
Okay.
that case. I don't know.
I have to say, your frog feels very, well, no pun intended, but familiar. It gives off similar energy that my little bird friend does.
Excuse me 1 second, Crystal. Ash, is the preparations I made, are they in effect now?
Yes.
Okay, so I could actually, if I wanted to, I could say, all right. Well, sorry, I'm just,
Patreon reveal party when.
Hocus, who
Mhm.
sent you?
Hocus turns to you, Aloysius, and kind of gives you a blank stare. That's difficult to say.
I jerk my head towards the frog.
Wait, can the party hear him talking?
Yep, everyone heard that.
Whoa! Carbon swims immediately to him.
Miri's like hands on the edge, like halfway hanging over the pool, like dangerously close to falling in.
Mhm.
Algar just like puts her arms under her just so in case if she falls, like her arms are there to keep her.
This is the best day ever.
I did a thing. It's normal. He won't always be doing that. Aloysius doesn't quite know what to say other than that.
Aloysius,
Wait,
you're not
did you-
entirely sure
did
that
you
this is going to
know?
work.
How does it feel being the best performer in our group?
Y'all
That's a very
need
good
to
first question.
get on my level.
Carbon is going to look so offended and go, and then look at Jonas as if he trained him to do that. Sorry, Aloysius, as if he trained him to do that. And be like, yeah, what? Ah! He's going to walk away.
Can we just ban that
I like
frog?
this frog. I like this
Genji's
frog.
opinion of Hocus has increased.
Cardamon's going to get trained in performance now after this. Mark my fucking words.
How much performance does Hawkins have? Is it +3?
It's +4.
+4? Oh my goodness. Okay. That's
I want to just
remarkable.
reiterate, this is not going to be every day. I have to prepare this sort of thing.
The dog got
I
roasted by a
mean,
fucking frog.
it could be every day. You just keep this available to you.
Yeah. I don't know. As long as he's well behaved. We'll see.
Hocus jumps into the water and swims around.
Okay. He's doing his thing. He's doing his thing. So
Does he know if the water is too hot?
He does not seem perturbed by the temperature of the water.
Of course he
Does he
would.
like my bath bomb?
I mean, of course he would not. It's a frog.
Oh.
Raise the temperature slowly enough.
Yeah.
Hocus, do you know this witch?
No.
That's
I
peculiar.
think she's related, though.
Aloysius looks contemplatively at Miria. Can you talk about your patron?
Miria, you
Yeah.
don't know the exact nature of your patron either. You know you're more familiar with them than Aloysius is, and that you know you have a patron.
Right.
That's a start.
You do not know their identity, however.
I mean, I don't exactly know my patron either. I kind of know how they are, but I don't really know who they are.
Who are they?
Oh, they're interesting. They feel like they care about keeping the balance between the opposites of the world, the good and the evil, and vitality, void, all that sort of stuff. I don't know.
Interesting.
My little friend has the two tails though. And that's That's directly related to the patron.
I look over at Kenji. I'm like,
No,
is
not
he your
me.
friend?
Does Kenji have a patron?
Is
Wait,
Kenji
he's
I mean,
somebody
yes, but
familiar?
not.
Is
Yes,
Kenji
but not
someone
a
familiar?
supernatural.
Is Kenji a familiar? That's a big familiar.
I mean, depends on your definition of familiar.
Eyebrow waggle.
I mean, they
Fair
don't
enough.
know who their patron is. Maybe you're familiar and you don't know about it.
I mean,
Are you Lady Dolmar's familiar? Is that how this works?
Is Lady
He
Dama your
sure
patron?
is.
Oh God.
In different terms.
Kenji opens
Yeah,
his
I'll-
mouth, then scratches his chin.
I mean, I'll bet he's very familiar with. Anyway,
You know, I did
I
sneak
had a
my
page-
weapons in here
yeah.
Well, what
Why
I'm
does he
saying,
get this
Aloy,
special treatment?
because I prepare.
I can prepare a 8 feet tall sword.
Speaking of, Cardamon,
Yeah.
I want to look at your formula book.
Okay. Anything in particular you want to learn?
Well,
Eh.
I was not particularly effective in that last fight, so anything that you have that would be effective against undead would probably be helpful.
Yeah, I can show you the recipe for my bottled sunlight. And he's gonna grab his recipe book and hand it to you. I don't know what is it. What would it look like? Would it just be like this tattered, leather-bound?
How your recipe book kind of look is up to you. Similar to how Aloysius
Spell
is,
books,
the appearance of Aloysius's spell book.
Okay, so
Like,
it would just be like this.
For example, your boss Zara, her recipe book is like very meticulous and like full of little sticky notes with various adjustments to recipes that she's made. But it's all very like cleanly laid out and put together.
Right. Cardamon's would probably be like a field book looking tome, one that's easy and good to take and into active use. So it would have really detailed illustrations of some herbs and things that are poisonous with like warnings, and I would hope nicer writing than you would expect a scatterbrained dog to be able to write with.
Aloysius's grimoire is picture like a thick but not very wide volume. It's kind of like red and gold with a lock on it. And it's beat to hell because he's had it for a long time.
There's
Yeah.
stains from various ingredients too in there.
Look at all these papyruses.
Book with stories.
Yeah, and notes. He's kept notes. He's actually kept notes on the current party, because he does that.
What have you written about it?
He wrote down. Okay, he does this with every party he joins, just in case. But because he has trust issues, but he has paused doing that for the current group because he's trying to overcome his suspicions to give them a chance. But you don't know that in character. But yeah, if you poked around in there, you might find there might be a couple familiar names.
I was actually thinking of ideas earlier too, and he's getting excited about the bottled sunlight recipe and tweaking it. I noticed that they were more reactive to radiant energies and damage for that. So I was wondering if we could maybe make a new formula. We would have to get Nimki involved, but maybe figure out how we can get holy water into the mix and maybe make it more radiant or have it blessed before you throw it. It was just an idea.
I thought you said you were gonna get like Nimki involved because you guys were gonna test on him.
No. I'm thinking my new test subject would be a frog. And he's going to scowl a little bit, still offended that the frog roasted him, thinking that they were friends.
Hawk is used vicious mockery. I don't know, like while everyone else is like, talking about all the science stuff, Talgar just turns to Miria, and she's like, um, all fun and jokes aside, what did you mean by all those things you told me when you were fighting those spirits?
Well, which things do you mean?
Literally every single one of them.
I
The things you
think
told me about how you saw something in me, the thing about how you did not see my father's spirit in whatever was fighting back there.
that's true. There does seem to be something sort of wrapped around you like a shadow. And I wonder if that's
Literally
not
around me.
affecting. From my perspective, yeah.
Do you see it right now?
Can Marius see it right now?
Is it in this room?
uh, kind of. It is, as you said, sort of like a shadow that's just kind of hanging over her.
Yeah, it's almost like just a veil that seems to like fall over you. And I wonder if that's not what is like obscuring your vision to see these other things that other people aren't.
Mhm.
And I wonder if it's not somehow holding you back from being able to peer deeper into yourself to connect with your past in the way that you want to.
I mean, it's hard to say anything if I cannot even see it, if I cannot even be aware of its existence.
That's true. That's why I said something.
How do we draw it out?
I mean, is it something we're supposed to draw out? Like, what do I even do with it?
Well, I'll say this. I don't know what the effect is going to have on that shadow, but there is something that I want to try. I do think we're going to need your sword, though. So it's going to probably wait until after y'all are done having whatever fun this is.
We're doing a business.
You keep saying
Do you
that. I
think that
don't think
shadow
you
is
know
my
what that word
patron?
means. What, Delgar?
I said like she said like she cocks her head and asks, "Do you think this shadow is my patron?"
No, I don't. I don't think you really connect to the occult that way.
That sucks. I mean, I seem to be the only one in this group who doesn't have a patron now.
I mean, everybody's unique in their own way, right? Why feel bad about being the same as everybody else?
What do you mean the same as everybody else? You don't look like everybody else.
Well, no, but you said like everybody else has a patron. Why do you need one?
I don't know, to feel special.
Well, you are special. You don't have a patron.
I don't think that's a consolation.
Delgar,
I think it
do
is.
not bind yourself to otherworldly entities like that. It's never a good idea.
Stares
Tiki will
pointedly
say
at
that.
Tiki.
I don't know. You can speak for yourself.
Tiki will say that pointedly, looking at Miram and Aloysius.
Mostly it's just been very confusing for me. I can't speak for her.
Well, I mean, by the way, to finish answering your question, Wizard, I think it feels so similar, the energy between that frog of yours and what I feel when I interact with my patron. And I just wonder if you don't know who yours is, but maybe they come from the same place.
That sounds awfully speculative, but what do I know?
I don't know, less than me, apparently.
Aloysius looks snarky, but then he glances up at Thelgar again and goes,
She tightens
Mate.
her grip over your shoulder.
maybe you can teach me something with your superior
Oh.
wisdom.
Cardamom from your peripheral is going to give you 2 thumbs up. 1 thumb up
I was gonna do that.
for
Oh
the
shit.
character growth.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
I'll
I
give
mean-
you a thumbs up with my other hand.
I actually had
sounds
to correct
fun.
myself because I had 1 arm. I was like, oh yeah, I have my other arm right now.
Hey, yeah, that sounds fun. I hadn't really thought about it, but you asked about covens earlier. Wouldn't that be funny if we were one?
Yeah, that would be funny.
Yeah.
Hey, joking. Unless
No, I think Muriel will leave it at that. It's completely up to Aloysius if he wants to actually push the issue for any reason. He
Aloysius-
obviously seems very uncomfortable around her in general.
Yes, he needs more wizard friends, please.
I'm not a wizard.
He needs more magic friends, please.
Oh,
he needs more weird friends.
this is so strange. People don't usually want anything to do with me.
Can't imagine.
Helder tightens the grip over your shoulder again.
Cardamom is going to wrap himself around Aloysius and assure him that he's doing good.
Well,
I mean,
perhaps before we part ways, we can benefit from your wisdom. I need
Helder
a
nods.
drink.
Wow, this is like the nicest wizard I've ever met.
Yeah.
Take the compliment.
Thank you.
The fucking compliment.
I said thank you.
I think that's all you're going to get out of him.
Oh, I'm more
Which-
than
which-
happy.
which means
This
a
is
lot.
Great. Yeah, no, I mean, again, people don't usually want to talk to me, so like this is more than I talk to people in like a month.
Well, we're just an amiable bunch. Alex gets a drink.
Is it, why don't people want to talk to you? Him genuinely feeling more empathy and understanding for Miria, having been through similar backgrounds. Well, of people not wanting to associate.
Well, I mean, I think your friend probably could explain some of it to you. Like it just like I'm a witch, and once people figure that out, they don't usually want to deal with all the stuff that comes with that. It's seen as like bad omens, ill omens. Plus, I don't know. I've had to get by. I don't have anywhere that I live. I kind of just go place to place, and I might take some stuff from people here and there just to make mincemeat.
I think that more than the witch stuff might be your problem too. At the very least, you could probably eliminate the variables and the extra. You know what? Do you need a place to stay?
Well, no, because I don't think I'll be here for too long. But to be fair, the people, I don't like stealing from people too much. So I usually go for the people who were mean to me first. It's usually a cause and effect sort of thing.
You should not steal things. That's inappropriate. Slush any of the disguise again for being on the run for the law.
Oh my god, Helder stares at that tiki.
So Cardamon's gonna get really intense, and he's like, "Oh, so the best way to deal with bullies, and I promise you this has worked every time whenever I was in captivity, is that you get back at them in a way that they can never get back at you again." And he gets really intense when he says,
I look at your stub arm. I'm like, oh, I guess you left him with nothing, huh?
So you said that to me out loud, right, Tiki?
Yes.
Yeah. So Miria has the lie to me feat,
What does
and
that mean?
so
Mhm.
if I'm engaging in conversation with somebody trying to lie to me,
Yep.
I can use my deception DC instead of perception to
Which is
try
a lot
and-
higher for Maria.
to try and suss out if they're lying or not.
Oh,
So yeah, Tiki, go ahead and roll a deception check against Miria's deception DC.
Deception check.
It's not contested; it's against your DC.
Right.
So the number plus 10.
okay. Where is deception? And you're gonna try to say that, and the little coil of metal of my head on my head is gonna get really angry and chittery at you, and try to distract you from sussing anything out. How do
It's
I
going to aid
add-
you.
Yes.
So
How do I
it,
add
it
that?
qualifies as a successful aid, which is a +1 circumstance bonus.
Okay. Mog aid circumstance. Add that. Roll. Nope.
The problem with this is that you're still not trained in
shit.
deception, unfortunately.
No, I know. I don't even
So
remember what I was trying to lie about.
You're
I
such an
said I
honest
was-
bird.
about your
About stealing
about
being
your
bad.
beliefs about stealing being bad.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Mary, that is a critical failure. This bird is a klepto. He's not actually, but you do know that he's more than. You can tell just by the way he said that. It was tinged with sarcasm and disingenuity that he is plenty familiar with.
I think at this point, somebody in the bathhouse should look at him and say, "Hey, that's it. That's him,
No, we're in
officer."
a private room.
You are off in like a private side room at the moment, so unless somebody walks in.
Has there been wanted posters in this side of the town that we're at?
Yeah,
Okay.
the Ember Market's where you encountered the first one.
Oh, okay.
You haven't specifically looked for any more, but you imagine that if you did, you'd probably see more. You're not sure how many.
Talgar finishes drinking the bottle of wine.
Kataman is going to see
Stealing?
what Kenji is reading in his book.
So you two, Aloysius indicates Felgar and Miria, you're going to do a thing to determine what's going on with Felgar's shadow. Right? Does I understand that correctly? Once we get out of here?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
What I want to do may have an effect on the shadow, but like I'm not really going for that directly. I
Well,
don't know. It's all a shot in the dark, really.
okay. Before or after that, never. Would it be a fair and equitable trade for our services if you taught me, oh wise witch, a spell or two to increase my my own whatever? You get the picture.
I don't even need compensation. That just sounds fun.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. We have an accord.
I don't have any cord left.
Oh.
I ran out of rope a while ago.
Aloysius rolls his eyes.
Kenji turns the page in Cardamon's formula book. Cardamon, what's this picture right here?
We
It has a heart and BFF written over it.
Cardamon is going to absolutely rip that piece and put it in his mouth. It's nothing. Don't worry about it. He swallows.
I'm pretty sure that was intended to be me by the angry eyebrows.
And he's like,
Puppy,
he's trying to cover your face so that you stop talking.
Puppy, what are
I'll tell
you
you
doing?
I can tell you. This doesn't concern you. I can tell. Okay, listen. No, I was processing
was
things, but I
cheating
forgot
on
that I
you.
had rubbed it there. He's absolutely beat red. And he looks at the book frantically to make sure that there's no other drawing.
Dogger splashes some water on
Oh,
you.
the other party members.
Kenji's looking very stone-faced as usual, but under the water, his
Wait.
tails are wagging slightly.
Oh, I would like to roll for perception right now. on that,
that'll be
please.
against Kenji's deception DC. So go ahead and roll perception.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Secret tail
plenty.
Cardamom relaxes a little bit. and
Kenji is
less
trained in
tense
deception, but not his best skill.
So Cardamom
My
probably
tails
notices
do
your
have a
tail
tendency
wagging.
to betray me.
That's he does relax and is like, oh, okay, so it wasn't. He's still learning his social cues. Okay, so that wasn't the weirdest thing. So he relaxes and gives it back, taking note to not draw that much the feature, but there is little doodles of him in the party, of nice notes between them and his relationships with them. And what Kenji saw was that Cardamom is convinced that they're very good friends, and whether or not that's true, but seeing Kenji's reaction, he's like, "Oh, okay, that is true."
Hmm.
If Cardamom looks
Dogger.
back,
Go ahead.
if Cardamom looks back towards Tiki, Tiki is still like very deep in the water, like up to his cheeks, but you can see that Tiki has the whitest shit-eating grin on his smile looking at you.
I'm
Oh
trying
my
to
god,
think
you're
of
being
what
such a creep.
we.
He's like,
have-
yes.
You have no business in there. You have no business in that book.
We are doing a business right now.
Hmm. Dogger like looks over your shoulder just to see if she finds any doodle you might have made of her.
Roll a d20 first of all for luck.
Wait
Who,
for
me?
me?
Yes, you. Then roll
Wait,
perception.
who gets to roll the d20?
Either of you, I'll say.
Okay.
Cardamom can roll a d20 to see if it's on a.
Oof.
Okay, so I'm going to say that there is a sketch on this page. It's not of Thelgar, though, but if you
Oh,
roll a
shit.
perception check, you might be able to catch what it is before Cardamom can hide it.
You can
There
just
you go.
ask. Oh, okay.
23. Cardamom, what is this sketch you have drawn of you and Aloysius?
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay. So probably a not so wholesome. Well, without the W, a recollection of when Cardamom was like, "Guys, that's up with Gandalf," and it's something of Nightmare from Tumblr, but like gay and also probably cute and nice. I'm not gonna go into explicit detail.
Oh no.
Okay.
We're on
Okay,
Twitch.
you know what?
Yes, but
Dogger
the question
snatches
is,
the book
is
from
there
you.
explicit detail?
There, yeah. Well, so
I'm gonna say on a natural one, yeah, there absolutely is.
How good an artist is Cardamom?
Oh, quite good actually.
as a
Ash,
crafter, neat.
What's up?
Thalgar wants to snatch the book from Cardinal so she can look at it,
You can
Uh-huh.
ask.
closely. Asking
I'm
no
not
fun.
trying asking.
Do I have to roll athletics or whatever?
Yeah, this would be athletics to try and grab the book from Cardamom against his reflex DC.
Natural 10
20,
division.
never mind.
Wow.
Delgar just holds it above her head, and like
Yeah.
Cardamom can't even hope to reach that high.
Yoink it.
Thelgar grabs a hold of the book and lifts it up. Cardamom holds on desperately for a few
I'm
seconds.
gonna
but
quick
drops
vial
off
a
of it.
skunk bomb and throw it in her face. Excuse you.
Can I
She
cast Hand of the
stared at the
Apprentice?
drawing. So what is she seeing?
Oh no.
Cardamom is mortified.
Can I cast Hand of the Apprentice and grab that book?
Okay, so how explicit is it on a scale from 1 to 10?
Roll
That's-
d20.
Oh, is that up to me?
that's
okay.
that's a you thing. I would say that it's at least baseline fairly explicit, but
So it depends. It's like depending on Cardon's mood, being ADH dog, has done recollections of all of the things that happened. So you probably flipping through it, you probably see the depiction of you and him at the arena having that moment in the fight and everything, and then it's his way of taking notes. So him and Aloysius is holding hands on the boat was another one that absolutely would be a depiction of that. And then probably the moment where they all made their escape from or helping out Tiki get out of everything. And then there are various depictions on how he views you guys. So like all of your best qualities are what he's drawn
Okay,
you
so
as.
describe how you drew Thelder.
So the first drawing that you would see would be very like caveman depiction and just angry looking. And then as the drawings go on, it's like more detailed and more poise and pride in how you look. And it's like the more, and then there is art of you and Liliana for sure.
oh, 100%. Jonas.
Okay,
yes,
so
you
she's
can.
like flipping those pages and she stops when she sees the
Uh,
drawing. Yeah, go ahead, please.
Jonas, you wouldn't do that with Hand of the Apprentice. That would be something you do with Telekinetic Hand.
Oh, okay. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to.
You could, though.
Wait,
Yeah.
you're trying to take the book from me?
I thought about it, but I'm just the cat's out of the bag, so to speak.
For Thelgar.
Yeah.
Thelgar has seen it. You have not.
I haven't. Have
He
I never
is-
seen Cardamon's?
You never
I don't know.
asked.
You
could ask.
Aloysius gets out of the bath with his scrawny, naked ass, just dripping water. Cranes up a bit to look at the book, and he looks at Cardamon, and he says, "I'd be embarrassed, but that's actually quite good."
Cardamon is sweating profusely.
Are you open for commissions?
I started this flat rate, non-negotiable. So he's sweating profusely and he is beet red over it, and he would be doing the fingertips touching thing if he had his other arm, but he's just like nervously playing with his chest fur and clutching it while you are seeing his accounts of the adventures and everything. Nimki probably looks like the sweetest innocent little baby boy.
Well, that's just accurate, so.
Yeah. And there's actually you probably run into some drawings of him in the morning or of some characters that you don't recognize that could be his friends from whenever he was in the complex underground before he managed to escape, as well as a couple of those, some of them absolutely being vent pieces for
Oh no.
what happened, and some schematics for a new arm. Unless you wanted to see the big
Some images
lesbians
are-
art, then I guess you see that.
I mean, yeah, I'm looking at everything, but I mean, after a few moments, looking at those drawings, I just like return, your sketchbook to you and I say, I think you draw very good, but Liliana's butt should be bigger.
No, I think I nailed it.
Oh, no,
I'm pretty sure Thelgar nailed it.
Yeah, it's.
Is there any
Also-
drawings in there of Tiki that we saw while Thelgar was sort of waving it around? Or do you have a specific idea for one? Because I have an idea of what could be in there.
Pro I'm trying to think of like the interactions that we have had on Twitch and the one that I wanted to write. So of them building Cardamon's glider, yeah, probably. Um, and probably there is probably a scene of Cardamon actually educating you on the differences in metals and compounds. As well as like you looking cool with in combat with your casting, and there is a piece of all of you guys fighting the Drake from earlier, and everybody looks awesome. Like in detail.
You
Am
had
I
And
Aloysius.
standing
heroic.
in that drawing or am I knocked out?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's gonna be a more generous piece. I'm sorry, Ash. I I don't want to take over this.
Do you have any pictures of Aloysius casting magic and he's like, whoosh, I'm the best.
Yeah. Do you?
Picture of Aloysius as a muscle wizard.
Yeah.
Does
No,
Cardamon
he looks
draw?
like a jacked Gandalf.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh
course.
god, what was the like Atari game that had that picture of the muscle wizard on the front of it?
But Solstice.
Solstice,
I think
yeah.
that was it. Yes.
But you do
Aloysius
you
That's
do
so
learn
funny.
more about Cardamon from like the drawings of his experiences from the essentially what I would have told in the dream last session. You guys kind of are gleaning from looking at this book and understanding more of what he went through.
Okay. Aloysius.
I like your drawings. He makes us look like a good pack.
We are a good pack. He's wagging profusely.
Aloysius sinks back into the water.
I gave the book back to Kenji to read, feeling much more confident that what he'll find is going to be less embarrassing.
I can be very professional about this.
Yeah, but you were wagging, and you can't take that back.
You can't prove
Now
it.
Cardamon's wagging.
For that little interaction there, I would like Kenji, Thelgar, and Cardamon to each draw a hero card, please.
Oh,
Don't I get one? I was nice. I was nice to the witch. I was nice to the witch.
You guys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna probably end up using mine on you anyways. Not insulting. Sorry, endearing. Cardamon, I don't think has Cardamon used a card on himself yet.
I don't remember.
Thelgar, you have drawn the trumpet. This card depicts an angelic figure raised high in the sky on their angel wings, triumphantly blowing a trumpet to rally the troops. This is a good card.
Nice.
Kenji, you have drawn the hidden truth. This card depicts an elderly figure, one finger held up alight with fire, pointing at an ancient tome, as if having discovered an ancient secret. This is also a good card. Cardamon, you have drawn the survivor. This card depicts a knight bloodied from battle, sitting atop a locked treasure chest. This is also a good card.
We cooked.
Topical. Oof. Things I didn't know that we were gonna make Cardamon today a fucking artist.
I mean, he is an inventor, so it makes sense.
True.
I mean, who
Although
knows?
Yeah.
Maybe they will hire you to draw Tiki's wanted poster.
Yeah.
Kenji is now very surreptitiously looking through the book for things that Cardamon wrote about him.
Aw!
And this book is going like through everyone's hands, huh?
Well, I mean, it's out of. Y'all know now. There's no use hiding it. You'll definitely see the moment of you two walking and having talked very intimately before, and then you'll see a lot of depictions of how he sees you, which is going to be, let's see, just you as a really cool ninja and doing like concept art for Naruto is essentially what you're going to be looking at for Kenshi.
Okay.
Of you in combat doing really cool things, and then there is going to be a very saucy pic of you and Lady D.
Not
we should
surprised.
We should probably kind of move things along. I mean,
Yeah.
this is fun, but like we should.
I mean, Cardamon's face couldn't look redder.
Yeah.
He's under the water blowing bubbles.
All right, come on, Cardamom. I need your help. I'm Tiki's gonna get out of the water and dry off and like sit down, like crisscross or something, and just kind of wait for Cardamom to whip up his new disguise.
Cardamom's
Bring
gonna do his
Sonny
best
back.
to make you look like a different bird entirely. So he's working the chest plume and your beak and then your feathers, and then eventually you look something like a blue bird Rivali from Breath of the Wild holding 2 Switch controllers and and you look like you know how to write code and do other things.
Cardamom, roll a crafting check.
Oh shit!
It's
Well,
all
I'm
fun and
now a
games
blue
until we
bird
have
with
to
a white
roll.
belly and a speckled
Nice.
chest.
Hey!
Hey, that was pretty good. Weirdly
Wow.
enough, however, he still comes out like an orange bird.
Ah, damn it.
He has the PNG to make him look different. He has the middle.
I mean, if he didn't look orange anymore, I was gonna say, "Oh my god, poor Fi."
Aloysius briefly turns to Hocus and says, "So if I ask what else you know about my patron, Froggy, would you give me a straight answer?"
Well, I know a lot about them. That doesn't mean I can tell you anything, though.
Well, that's about right. That's what I
You'll
figured.
find out when they want you to.
All right, well, I can live with that, I suppose.
How
That's
lit
it.
is the bath room? Like, is there like direct sunlight?
There are windows along like the upper portion of the wall that allow sunlight to filter in without allowing people to easily see into the room.
I think Thalgar gets off and seeing that she's close to one of the windows, and all that sunlight is casting like a shadow. She just like looks at her own shadow and sees if there's anything funny going on.
Make a perception check.
Yeah.
No.
Nope.
Oh no.
It's overcast. You're not casting a shadow at the moment.
Damn it.
Do we want to go
Fair.
somewhere? Sorry, go ahead.
No,
Do we want to go somewhere where we can do the thing and figure out what that's all about? Aloysius gestures vaguely at Thalgar, then turns to Miria.
Sure. I mean, this is what y'all were coming to do. I don't know why you're looking at me.
Well, is there like, do we need to go to the forest or a fairy circle or Ring of Stones. What do we do?
Yeah,
You'd
anywhere
be
will
hard
do.
pressed to find any of those things in Laram.
I just recommend somewhere a little bit quieter.
All right. Are we exiting the?
Well, that's up to you if you're done with the bathhouse.
Well, yeah, I'm asking the party. Are we done?
Have we spent enough time here for me to transcribe a formula from Slush's book?
That depends on the complexity of the formula. No, wait, no, it would only take an hour. So yeah, no, you could have transcribed one formula.
Okay, so I just wanted to get bottled sunlight at the very least.
Okay. Do you need more time, Kenji?
No, I've got this.
All right.
Oh, hey, now you have an option against those ghostly goobs.
Well, that's not its only use. If we're in a dungeon, it's actually stronger than a torch. It's
And also, he's got an option against those ghostly goobs. Anyway.
yeah. I guess that's the takeaway from this thing that's named after a planet that burns in the freaking solar system. You know what? Iron is a metal.
What?
You all-
Saga rolls her eyes.
You'll recollect your various effects, gather up your equipment, and leave refreshed and ready to face the day.
Hooray!
Although whether or not any of you deign to get dressed is entirely up to you.
I'm
Does that count
still
as a long
putting on
rest?
my cloak.
I'm getting dressed. I don't want anybody to see me like this out there. Good lord.
I'm gonna
That's
try
true.
what Thalgar recommended, and I'm gonna stay naked.
Thelgar, it does not count as a long rest. It counts as a day at the bathhouse. Or an
Okay.
hour at the bathhouse. Which has no mechanical benefit.
It's on page 200.
Just for that, she does not get dressed.
Are we gonna chase another Drake?
Yeah, I guess she's
I'm-
just kind of waiting for another Drake to pop in. I guess.
I'm more worried about the guards.
I'm more worried about
worried about indecency stuff. They were a little distracted with the Drake before, but now
You don't have to worry about it. She points at the Twitch censorships on each one of her nipples.
I'm more worried about ghosts and wraiths and whatnot chasing after Miria while we're with
I mean, there shouldn't be anything happening for a while still. I mean, we just
Ready?
took that. Yeah, I mean, y'all took those guys out pretty good. It'll be a while before that haunt decides to spit some more out.
Better be. I'm out of spells.
Well, why don't we get this stuff with Thalgar finished before dark at least? I mean, they usually show up at dark, right? After sunset.
Honestly,
Ghosts.
not even necessarily.
Oh,
Just
well.
when the sun goes down and the ghosts come out, they're gonna haunt you, Aloysius. They know about your connection to the other world. Woo!
What are you doing?
Cardamom, are
Yeah,
you
I like
drawing
that.
this?
Yeah.
Are you drawing him doing like a weird little dance?
Cardamom is doing the shake his fur dry thing that a dog would do.
No, puppy.
Mm.
No, the paint's still fresh. I like hold up my cloak over myself.
Yeah.
Cardamom knows his quality. He knows that wouldn't.
Somebody put like a fresh paint on him.
With a crafting 30 check, water droplets aren't going to get you.
Ash,
What's
could I roll a society check to determine a good place, a good place around here where we could do some place quiet where we could do the thing for Thalgar?
I mean, you could. You know a few places. Just off the top of your head, you could go back to Lady Dolmar's garden in Sunhill.
You know what? That's a good idea. I think that's a good idea because she might be interested in all this. What do you guys think?
What you think she would want to watch?
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know anything. Y'all
And
pick a
besides,
spot.
does she
What?
even like getting us to just barge in every single day with a different excuse?
To be honest, I'm not sure that she notices.
She's doing her thing.
I think she needs better security then.
Kenji pointedly stares.
This is y'all's thing. I mean, pick a place.
Come on, let's.
I don't know. Does like if you said Miria that you had like a haunted house to take care of, like, is that a place where it's easier to connect to spirits and this kind of a thing?
No, if anything, it might be more distracting.
Yeah,
And
take.
plus, I don't think that area is probably going to be what we're looking for.
Garden
Carmen
it
wants
is.
to ask. I was gonna say, Carmen wants to ask if he can use the garden again, anyways. And
All right.
hopefully, now that she's less distracted, assuming she's
ingredients,
less
maybe.
distracted. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, he wants to study the flowers
I
and see
mean,
what cool things he can
If
make.
anything, Liliana must be at work now. Maybe there's no one in her house.
There's also her house.
Do we want to like roll a dice for it? What? I'm fine either way.
There's no opposing votes here, Jonas. We're going to the
Garden it
garden.
is!
All right. All right. So we make our way back to her ladyship's estate in Tunhill.
Right. Mhm. Mhm.
We
It
are
will
in
check his-
the Hill of Sun.
Mark's being sneaky.
Mark, do you have to go?
I actually have. Give me 5 minutes. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Mhm.
I could do something with Aloysius in the meantime if you want to do that.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Yes. Aloysius and Miria talk on the way there.
So,
So,
witch stuff
witch
for a
stuff.
wizard.
Why not? I'm eclectic. Should we just? Did Mark just?
Yeah,
I think he's
Just-
moving
he said he'll-
locations.
He said he'll be back.
Okay.
What is it you're looking for? Like, I know you've got your whole repertoire that you're familiar with, but the things that I know vary greatly and potentially for what you're looking for.
What provides you aid in the midst of battle? Since you've clearly gone up against a number of nasty little ghoulies.
Well, my vitality lash is what's pretty good for those guys, but what kind of aid you looking for? You're looking for. I feel like you've got the damage already figured out, but you want more damage? You're looking for some.
Aloysius. I'm sorry.
Nah, go ahead.
Aloysius, for once, unlocks his grimoire in front of the others and pages through it to the most recent spell entries where he has them all written down. I can, Chris, I can send you a screen cap if you want.
Sure.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
Cardamon is looking through your book the same way that you guys were looking through his.
Puppy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm looking
no.
over Aloysius' other
You don't
shoulder.
get to puppy me.
Bad puppy.
No.
Bad. He swats he swats Cardamon's nose.
He bites your hand.
Oh.
I mean, when it comes down to it, it's mostly like, what are you looking to get out of this?
Mimi, basically, battle altering stuff where it's like it's not just Aloysius' spells are mostly like straightforward things like it's like Pokemon attacks. He's got the electric arc. He's got telekinetic hand. He's got frostbite. A lot of what he's doing is direct attacks. He wants something that can change, that can be like a buff for his friends, a debuff for the enemy, or some other like altering something that can alter the battlefield. You get the idea. You know, he wants to
Yeah.
change the odds. That's what he wants.
Miria like peeks over, like trying to get a look at the book.
Hurry up! I've got the puppy's getting curious.
So Aloysius's spell book is all arcane magic.
Yeah.
This is not anything that has to do with you as a witch, Miria.
Yeah.
You know that in order to teach Aloysius a witch spell, your familiars have to sit in communion with one another. Because your
That's cute.
familiar is the repository of your witch magic,
Correct.
just as Hocus is the repository of Aloysius's.
Well, let's see. Well, if you're looking to buff your friends, maybe a runic weapon might be nice. Or, I don't know, maybe sleep. Maybe you could put your enemies to sleep and let everybody beat up on them. Or I guess
Welcome back, Mark.
you could put the fear in
Sorry
them.
about that.
You always could just cast some fear over everybody. That's always a good option.
Oh, I already know fear. I learned it pretty
Oh,
recently.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. Any of those sound good?
Sleep could be useful, I suppose. I mean, that's pretty much that's a good go-to for a lot of things.
Yeah.
Why don't we do that? That sounds good.
Okay. All right.
Do you
well,
Aloysius, are you just trying to sleep better at night? Is that what that is?
No. Trust me, I get plenty of sleep these days.
Okay.
I glance
we're
at,
gonna need your frog.
you need my frog. You can't just write it down. Fine, whatever. He picks up Hocus.
That's not how this works. You asked
Okay.
about being a witch, but that's just not how any of this works.
Witch stuff. All right, Hocus. Let her. I pick up Hocus and hand him to her. Let her whisper the secrets or whatever.
Oh, I'm not gonna tell him anything.
Don't worry, I got this.
Miria will call over her little hummingbird friend and hold them both close in her hands. I imagine that Hocus isn't terribly large.
No, Hocus is tiny.
Yeah.
He's still a bit bigger than your hummingbird, but still plenty
Sure.
small enough to hold it in hand.
She'll hold her hands out close to her chest in front of her and let them both sit there.
And they do. Your hummingbird kind of perches on one of your fingers, and Hocus just sits there. And for all intents and purposes, from an external viewpoint, they just kind of sit there staring at each other. Miria and Aloysius, you can both feel the flow of energy between them. This process will take about an hour, but at the end of it, Aloysius will be able to prepare a new spell.
All right.
Specifically,
I see.
which spell?
Yes.
I see Miria's little hummingbird friend flutter down into her hands, and I say something in Tengu to it to see if it responds.
Does not even seem to acknowledge you.
Oh, damn.
At the moment, it is distracted, though, so...
Tiki, we're doing a file transfer.
Don't feel bad. He's not much for talking anyway.
Is that just a Hocus thing?
Well, it is right now.
I look up at the coil of wire sitting on my head. I'm like, can you talk?
Aloysius just glances at it.
It kind of... It kind of flattens itself out into a disc and then, like, rotates back and forth as if shaking its head. Before returning to the coil shape.
Mhm.
Can Tiki make it talk? Like, is this another thing that Tiki could set up with it? Like,
Yes, I
like
could
Yes.
have.
yeah. Huh.
How far of a walk is it from the bathhouse to the garden?
Oh, Lady Dolmar's estate is not terribly far into Sun Hill, but the bathhouse is on the northern end of Ember Market, so you're probably looking at roughly an hour and a half walk.
All right.
It'll
Plenty
be
of
a
time for
l-
them to convene with each other.
Yeah.
it'll be a little bit before noon, like around 11:30 by the time you get to the garden.
I think during most of our walk there, Tiki is going to be like playing around with Mog and trying to communicate with him and see what he can do and stuff.
Mhm.
And by the end, they've got a little number worked out between them where Mog can turn into a little lyre and starts playing a tone that Tiki could dance to.
I think Miria, while being fairly certain in the things that she's told the group at this point,
Mhm.
knowing that this has been slightly different than the usual stuff that she deals with, is just going to be a little bit more aware and keeping an eye out for maybe any other spirits or weird things happening
Okay.
as they walk around.
Uh, you keep your eye out as you move, just in case. Nothing really catches your eye, however.
Good.
At least nothing spirit related.
Miria, I apologize for being suspicious initially. The best experience with witches. I mean, I'm not just
that's
saying that because.
I'm used
Go
to it.
ahead.
I mean, again, that's what I expect from people. So, like, you apologizing is like more than anybody ever does. So,
Alois just gives a nod.
It feels like if people would just talk to you, it might not be so bad because you don't seem weird when we're talking to you.
She's got like her stick sticking out of the back of her fur on the top of her head while she's holding these two animals that are just staring into each other's eyes intently.
yeah, I'm not that weird.
I feel like Nimki wouldn't get it at all. Just be like, yeah.
You seem normal to me.
Talgar at this point is just like watching. They like interact.
Is Delgar like completely naked? Is she just throwing?
No, not anymore.
Oh, okay, because I was looking at the avatar.
She was dressing as we were walking to Lady Dormal's estate.
Okay.
You do eventually arrive, however. You head back to the back of the house, where the fairly expansive garden of Lady Sandra Dolmar sits. It is quiet and secluded. She's not currently out there, it doesn't look like, unless she's deeper into it. It's a fairly, as I mentioned, fairly large affair, so.
Is it still overcast?
A little bit.
I was just curious if that shadow is still somewhat visible or not.
Make a perception
You
check.
mean you mean my shadow?
Yes, your shadow.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Maybe the clouds are breaking, or maybe just being outside where the sun isn't filtering through fogged up glass is helping, but Thelgar's shadow is more visible in these light conditions than it was in the bathhouse. And for you, Miria, yes, there is still that sort of pall hanging around her.
Do I notice Miria staring at me? Or my
I don't
general direction, at least?
I don't imagine she's particularly subtle about it, so
Okay, I think upon catching that, she kind of, just like look over her own shoulder
mhm.
to see if,
Make me a perception check, Thelgar.
hold on a sec. Does a 15 do anything?
Maybe it's a trick of the light. You're not sure. Your own shadow almost seems misshapen slightly,
Misshapen.
as if something is wrapped around your body and is casting its shadow into yours. You're not sure. It's hard to make out. Again, it's overcast, so you don't get a good look at your shadow.
Hmm. I think I just look back at Miria and ask her, did you see anything?
You know what I saw.
Did you still see it?
It never left for me.
How do we kill it?
We don't even know what it is.
Yeah, well, if it's wrapped around Thelgar, it's probably bad. You don't want things wrapped around your
Well, here's the
shadow.
thing. We're making a big deal out of this, but honestly, I don't want you to think about this at all while we're going through this. I don't want it to be a distraction. I don't want it to be something you're focusing on.
Aloysius
Hmm.
takes this seriously.
Wait, who's she telling that to?
Both of you.
Both
You're
of
both
us?
talking to
Okay.
her, so both of you.
Okay.
Fine.
I mean,
Aloysius,
she, no, finish your.
Aloysius goes over to Cardamom. Why don't you show me some more of those sketches, puppy?
Yeah, if you let me look at your book.
Aloysius very
Okay.
reluctantly opens the grimoire and
You guys
hands it
can
to him.
you guys can have that scene off on the side.
Yeah,
Let's
we'll be
focus on
Yeah. Do your thing.
Right. Pick a spot, Delgar.
Where are we exactly now?
We're in the garden.
You're in the garden
Garden.
of Lady Sandra Dalmar.
Make sure you got your sword.
I mean, it's kind of hard to miss it.
Yeah, but better safe than sorry.
I don't know. I think she looks for the least busy corner in the garden.
There's nobody out right now. You have basically the run of the place.
Yeah, not just like in terms of of anybody, but like things, like a corner that doesn't have many things on it, like flowers or whatever, just like plain
An
grass.
emptier spot.
Yeah, like an empty spot, yeah. And then
You're not
she
going to find
just
too many of those around here. Most of Sandra Delmar's garden is dedicated to her experiments growing plants with various magical properties.
Maybe just a spot where we can sit or
Yeah,
There are
yeah,
plenty
yeah.
of spots. There are plenty of spaces where you can just sit, but there are always going to be like flowers and trees that are quite unique to you nearby.
Tiki's kind of following along with you guys and maybe pacing a bit, sort of impatiently. He's like looking down at Thugger's shadow, and like, have you guys been using the term shadow? Have you been talking about it like that?
Mm-hmm.
So far,
I think
yes.
I think Tiki is gonna be like, would like a mirror help? Would it give you more light? Would that do something?
Stop. I don't want her thinking about it. This is just going to be
Um,
between me and her, and I don't want her distracted.
And Tiki just sort of turns away from you, then it paces off, arms crossed.
yeah, I think Tyler just like pick corner she spots where she feels like both she and Mira can sit, and and then she just like sits there, puts her sword on her lap.
Miria will walk in front of Thelgar, standing right in front of her.
That's perfect. Keep that sword just like that. And I want you to
I
keep in
think.
contact.
Mm,
I want you to keep in contact with the skull. That's going to be, we're going to try and use that as like a conduit. So here's the thing.
I think even though Mira is standing and Talgar is like in the same like kind of like eye level,
Yes, for
Probably.
sure.
All
but
right.
yeah,
So
she does as Mira says. She focuses on the skull.
here's the thing. You've tried reaching into your past before, and you haven't found anything. And that's not necessarily your fault. It might take a little bit something extra and a little bit of extra knowledge to get you where you need to go. But I want you to try this. I want you to keep in contact with your sword. I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to think back. I want you to try and make contact with your mother, with your grandmother, with these people who have influenced you up to this point. And I want you to reach out and try and pull what you can from them. And at this point, I would like to cast Join Pasts
Mhm.
and touch Thelgar's forehead
Mhm.
and then her own forehead.
Indeed.
Mm,
Thalgar,
yes.
what do you think about as Miria directs you to try and get in contact with your mother, with your grandmother, with the leaders of your tribe who came before you?
Mm, I think I guess she looks at that skull. She kind of tries to, while still looking at that skull, like she tries to almost like imagine her grandmother's like face kind of building around that skull, kind of
Mhm.
like muscles, like wrapping around that bone and then the skin, and then just, so at some point she's just like basically staring at her grandmother, like also like a gray colo, like she was probably the same height with
Mhm.
Talger, like wider. She was like, you know, uh, she looked stronger than Thalgar. She was like, her body covered in scars. Her mane like had these like really um how should I say just like really like thick braid. Um and then she started to think of all the stories she heard about her, of all the times she had to protect her village, um how she was not just like a very fierce warrior, she was like also a great tactician. um and then she started thinking about her mother, and while she wasn't a warrior like Holger was, she had like still a very important role in the tribe, which was like establish this connection between her people and their ancestors. um and then she started to think of how she, Thelgar, could have maybe learned so much more if she was still around, how she left too soon, and how it was, that's still her thinking, like how it was her fault that she was gone too soon. Um she kind of, more than just thinking, I think she kind of, you know, mutters to herself something like, "Oh, mother, if only you could be here right now.
Hmm.
If only you and and Holger could be here right now to tell me what to do, where to look. I I don't know how. It feels so strange to say this, but I feel lost. Sometimes I even forget. I even forget why I'm here, or if it's even worth doing what I'm doing, if it's even going to take me anywhere at all."
Hmm. So,
It's
Miria,
just
that is kind of the gist of what you get from Thelgar as you cast this join pass and allow this transfer of information between you. With that information kind of coming in, what do you wish to send out to Thelgar to assist her?
I think Miria feels like Thelgar is reaching in the right directions. And more than anything, I think she wants to feed back with a positive energy of,
Mhm.
yes, this is correct. Keep reaching, keep pushing, open yourself up to these feelings.
Mhm. Thelgar,
Mhm.
I would like you to roll an occultism check. Miria, you may aid.
And I give guidance as well.
You may also provide guidance, yes.
Mhm.
So, with the guidance, that is a 20. And Miria, you may roll in occultism to aid as well. A 20 is a successful aid. Which brings Thelgar's total up to a 21. Thelgar, with Miria kind of mentally guiding you, pushing you to continue reaching out to your mother, to your grandmother for guidance. I think the voices at the edge of your hearing start to become louder and more distinct.
Hmm.
I think you still can't quite hear exactly what they're saying, but I think you can place the voice now. Just there, like right almost at the edge of your perception, you can almost feel this presence, this person kind of wrapping around you. And at once you feel sad that they are no longer with you, but comforted that they are still there in some capacity as you feel your mother's presence.
Um, think um, I think Talgar just like she she opens her eyes and then she kind of looks around her and she looks visibly confused. She 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 says to herself, who is this mother? Are you this, are you are you here? Can you hear me?"
Helgar, roll another occultism check. Miria, you can aid.
I think Miria in the moment is trying to act as a conduit.
Holy shit.
Never mind.
Okay.
Unnecessary. Thelgar, you are suddenly specifically in tuned with this presence, and you feel it very acutely. You know the sensation of your mother wrapping her arms around you as a child in a comforting hug. And this is very, very specifically what that reminds you of. And you still can't make out the voices at the edge of your hearing, but you feel it nevertheless that this is a confirmation. The person, this entity that is with you now, is your mother.
I think immediately tears begin to, run down her cheeks. Um, I think she just kind of coils her body in a way,
Mhm.
like kind of like trying to feel that hug.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, I I can't believe it. Have you been here all this time?
You
Have you been
can
watching over me?
almost feel her hand caressing the back of your head as if to try and comfort and reassure you. And in this moment, as you have this connection with the other side, with the spirits that you carry with you from your tribe, from your history, you feel a power welling up from within that you did not know you had until now. Thelgar, please take the Ghost Eater dedication.
All right.
Yee. Let me put that thing back again.
Perhaps
Let
you
me
would
see.
like to explain to chat what benefits being a Ghost Eater provides for you.
I will in a moment. Hold on. Let me just put that thing right here.
As you didn't have a chance
Hold
to talk about this last week when we did the level up chat.
Ghost Eater dedication. There you go. I think I have to drag it, right?
Yep.
Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So what this dedication says is, you have trained as a ghost eater, a hunter specialized in the destruction of spirit. You know how to channel your own spiritual energy to harm spirit. Your weapon and unarmed attack strikes become magical. Against incorporeal creatures, they also gain the effects of a ghost touch property rune.
Mm-hmm.
What that means is uh, her weapon and unarmed attacks will inflict normal damage to incorporeal creatures.
They sure
Like,
will. Like those ghosts you faced.
Yeah, that sure would have been nice a week ago.
it would have been nice, but we had to build it up until now.
Yes, we did.
It's true. It was important. But yes, Thalgar, you feel this connection made with the spirits of the dead and your own spirit adjusting to being able to communicate with and interact with these deceased.
Can I add something? Like,
Mhm.
I guess for visual purposes, we could go with something like, like how when she rages, her sword emits like a green flame
Mhm.
sometimes. I think we can see now that those green flames, they channel in the eye sockets of that skull.
God. Nice.
And you can see those, like that green flame taking place of, as if those were eyes there.
Mhm. Very nice.
Miria
And
watching. Go ahead.
I, th- I think they just stay there. They just, the flame just remains there. Like
Mhm.
the skull now is there, like has eyes and
Tiny pinpricks of green flame alight in the skull of your sword, Thelgar. And over time, you figure you will probably learn better how to communicate with these spirits, as your mother did before you. But for now, the connection is there. Miria, what do you feel in this moment as you watch this connection be made?
I think Miria went into this feeling all of the anxiety and pressure that Thelgar had about not being able to live up to the expectations of what her ancestors were capable of.
Hmm.
And slowly, as she's trying to help guide her through this and acting as a conduit and taking the good feelings and forces that are coming from Thelgar and trying to push them, like amp them up and push them back into Thelgar.
Hmm.
There's suddenly a calmness. And it's just like all of the tension goes away. And then she notices with the sword and the contact, and then the eyes light up. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, this is it.
Is Talgar still feeling like that same contact, or like
I think
is that?
after a moment, the contact itself probably seems to separate. You know, she's
Mhm.
still there with you. You can still feel her present. But rather than a comforting hug and a gentle pat on the head, you feel more like a hand on your back, ushering you forward.
Um, she slowly nods and she stares into those eyes in that skull, and then she slowly runs her hand over that skull, and she's like, "Oh, mother, I thank you for being with me."
Miria
And she
reaches down.
slowly looks at Miriam.
Miria reaches down, puts a hand on Thelgar's as she's running it over the blade. Well, how do you feel?
I feel I feel like I'm no longer alone. How did you do this? How did you know?
I told you I had a feeling, but I didn't do this. I I made it easier, but this was you. This was you.
I just can hardly. I know it just happened and it felt so real, but it's just it's just strange to realize that it has been here all along and I could never see it.
Well, all the more important not to forget that feeling. So you hold on to that, okay?
And she'll offer a paw to like kind of help her up.
Thalgar, do you take it?
Sorry, what was that you said?
I'm obviously we're still sitting about eye to eye because of height, but I do reach out a
Mhm.
paw to like help you
Oh,
up since
to.
you're sitting.
She she looks at your hand and you smiles and takes your hand, being careful not to, break it or something like that.
Well, unfortunately, she's still quite a bit bigger than you, Miria, so you do almost tumble over, attempting to quote unquote help her up, but.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, mighty Thelgar, what do you know of the Ghost Eaters?
There's so much I don't know yet.
Thelgar, you do remember that your grandmother was a ghost eater. You don't know much
Right.
about what they did. You do know that they were capable of interacting with spirits, but beyond that, she was she died well before you came of age to take over the tribe.
Hmm. I mean, I knew that my grandmother, the great Hogard, she she was able to do things that very few very few others could. She wasn't just first warrior feared by those by the living. Her fear, the fear she could cause, also could reach the spirits.
Hmm, indeed. Yes, the Ghost Eaters were magnificent warriors. And like you say, it's not just what they could do to the living, but the dead. For they would help their local shaman or any kind of religious figure, really. And they have the ability to ease the spirits away and allow others to come in and put a place to rest. Like what I've been trying to do.
Speaking
You
of
know,
Miria, I would like you to roll a perception check for insight, specifically. Your little hummingbird is becoming agitated. These movements, the way it flits about and the way its tails move, this is indicative that your patron would like you to perform a service for them. And you know what the service is this time.
Are we going back to the haunt again?
Your familiar just kind of bobs its little head up and down.
Oh boy. Okay, well, I don't really want to put you on the spot, but it seems like this haunt is moving faster than usual, which makes sense given all the weird stuff that's happened already. But um, you want to come with me? You want to help get this one put to rest?
you're asking Talger?
Yes.
Yes, Thelgar?
She looks at her sword into those green, fiery eyes. Yeah, yeah, I'll go with you. I want to see. I want to see what I can do.
All right. Don't take too long, but grab your friends and tell them whatever you need to. We'll be on our way.
She nods. I mean, now saying this like not in character, but like, is this something you would do like right away?
Based on the actions of my familiar, this seems rather urgent. I think Miria knows what happens when she doesn't move quick enough for what
Mhm.
her patron asks of her.
So it would basically like split from the party, or would
No, that's why I say you can grab him if you want. Like we can take everybody at the. We just need to be quick about it.
uh, well, I mean, Talgar looks at everyone else and says, I'm going to help this short one. Is anybody else coming to help us?
Well, it sounds like it could be dangerous. I don't see why we would let you do that alone.
Cardamon's gonna get up and stretch and be like, "Sure. I mean, I can only quick vial so many sun vials, but we'll see how it goes."
Well, I
Alois
don't
just
know.
looks. Sorry.
I don't know how much is going to be there, but the sooner that we do get there and take care of it, the better, for sure.
Alois just looks for a second like he's going to say something snarky, but then he just nods and goes, "I'm in."
Can I roll an intimidation on Aloysius?
This poor cat.
He just said he's in.
No, just like
Nicest
before, like
wizard
when,
ever.
like just when he was about to make like a snarky comment. Hold on.
I also have a question about crafting potions. As far as like downtime is considered, how is there any way that I could do like a small daily crafting if we were waiting?
Crafting. If you have the formula for something, you can craft something over the course of a day in batches of
Okay.
4. So, if you don't have the formula, you can still craft it. It just takes longer, like 2 days instead of 1. So,
Nah, no stress.
Mm, so Aloysius
that's still a success. So.
Felgar turns to you. You know,
Yeah.
like how animals like wolves and coyotes like in the dark, and then like they have like those eyes like brighting,
It's happened on the ceiling.
shining super bright. You
Backlight, yes.
see that in her eyes, but like there's just like a tint of green in that, like in those shining eyes,
What? I set him in. I set him in. Don't eat my soul or whatever. Let's do this. I'm being sincere, okay?
She goes back to puppy eyes.
Let's go bust some whatever.
I have a feeling we're not gonna need that many. What did you call those again?
Bottled sunlight.
The bottles are like, yeah. I have a feeling we're not gonna need that many of them from now on.
It's fine.
Right. So everybody's good. Everybody wants to come.
I guess so.
Either way.
Yes.
She looks over at Kenji real quick.
Kenji looks apprehensive, but he's not going to turn this down.
All right. And Miria will start leading them from the garden towards the direction of the haunt that she had originally come from.
All right.
As we're walking
Yeah,
away,
you
I look
do.
at Kenji. I'm like, I don't know how many people you've killed. Have you ever double killed anyone?
Well, we'll
Have you ever
see.
killed
Double-
them and then killed them again?
How do you double kill someone?
Not anybody that
So
I
it's whenever
know.
you get two. It's whenever you get 2 kills in rapid succession of 5 seconds.
Okay.
It's more common
Sorry.
than you think, actually. Some of these spirits just won't leave you alone.
Miria, you lead the group back to the north, through Sun Hill, through the streets of the Ember Market, past the farmlands, and into the slums. This area of the outer city is very ramshackle and in intense disrepair. A number of the city's vagrants and downtrodden make their homes here. Most of them pay you little mind. Many beg for coin, as you pass by. But Miria, you make your way with purpose to an abandoned building. One with a reputation for being haunted. One that you know is truly haunted. You head inside and you immediately feel the oppressive aura of the vengeful dead here. The ghosts have not returned yet, but you know, given enough time, they will. You did not have enough time to investigate the haunt the last time you were here.
Well, timing looks like it's pretty good. I don't think there's anything else that's come out yet, but I need to move quick. Let's see what we can find out.
As you all kind of investigate this abandoned building, what looks like at one point it may have been a relatively nice, for this area of the city, house with 2 stories. I would like you all to roll perception checks or occultism
Let's
or
see.
religion.
Perception.
I
occultism,
wonder what I'm
religion.
going to roll. Ugh, so close.
Occultism, yeah. All
Hmm.
right.
Perception and occultism are the same, so
Yeah. I'm gonna roll
that
occultism
was
just because.
initiative. No, a perception.
Oh wow, not a very good start.
Yeah.
I'm still
All right.
learning.
Yeah.
Nimki, you're the only one who can feel the source of the haunt. And you do not feel it in time before Thelgar and Kenji step into the middle of it. Grasping, spectral, and bony hands break through the floorboards and begin to claw at the both of you. I need both of you to roll a reflex save as the grasping dead begin to pull you under the ground. That is a success from the both of you. You're going to take half of 2d6 plus 7 bludgeoning damage.
Gosh.
Jesus Christ.
You are both
Nimki has
immobilized.
attacked you.
Yes, you're both immobilized as the grasping dead keep you here and try to pull you beneath this floorboards to the same fate that has befallen them.
Wait. Just take half damage. Yeah. Okay. So we're both immobilized.
You are both immobilized. The rest of the party is standing outside of the area where this is occurring right now. So you are not subject to this, but you watch as these undead hands reach up out of the floorboard and start to grasp and pull at Kenji and Thelgar, ready to drag them beneath the ground.
Miriam,
What
what do
is
we do?
happening? What's this?
I'm gonna immediately grab whichever one. I'm gonna grab Kenji and start trying to pull him out of this.
Mm-hmm.
You know that now is a good time to grab Talgarzan because you know she's not gonna do anything about it.
Can I try? Can I try doing telekinetic hand to lift Thelgar?
I will allow you to roll I'll say a spell attack with your telekinetic hand to aid, as if you had rolled an athletics check.
Okay.
Am I within arm's reach of Thelgar to at least attempt? I was going to say, you want a 5-foot something dog to try and pull out your behemoth of a woman?
So, Jonas, if you look on your spell list towards the top, there's a number there that says spell DC, and right next to it is a die with a plus whatever next to it.
That's it.
Yeah, click on that die and roll the spell attack.
Okay.
Because this is not usually a use of telekinetic hand, but unfortunately it shows. Your hand like grabs onto Thelgar and begins to attempt to pull at her, but the limitations of the telekinetic hand are kind of impeding you at the moment to aiding her. Tiki, roll an athletics check to attempt to aid Kenji. That, let me check the grasping dead. That is a failure as well, unfortunately.
Can I try
Jesus
something
Christ.
that might be experimental?
These things are quite strong, in fact.
Am I able to grab Thalgar and kind of like wrap around her like a backpack and then try and rocket jump while I'm on Thalgar?
Oh my
and
gosh.
see if I can't propel
right.
us.
I'll allow that, Cardamon.
Holy!
You will have to subject yourself to the same reflex save in order to enter the area first.
Nimki,
But
I have an idea, but can you cast any sorts of protection on me for these things?
Okay. So, seriously. Thinking.
Or
No,
the
he doesn't
magic
have.
casters, anyone!
He doesn't have a good spell for that. I was gonna say that Nimki would almost like reflexively cast something, and what he has in mind is kind of a gamble. He wants to cast AoE heal, and if we're lucky, maybe it'll hit the hands. I don't know. Yes, no, let's find out.
I think this is a great idea.
all right,
Okay. Give it a shot. This is
Nimki, in a moment of panic, you pray to Kin and release a healing spell. Go ahead and
Here we
roll
go.
your healing for that.
Okay. This one. Yeah.
So, those of you who are injured may restore 6 hit points. So, Thalgar, Kenji, Tiki, Cardamon. And I'm going to
I did that wrong. Whatever.
roll for the Grasping Dead. Given there, I'm just going to use that modifier. Nope, not. The Grasping Dead fails its save. Now, this is a haunt. This is not a creature, so it does not take damage. However, the positive energy still disrupts it to some extent. And Cardamon, I'm going to say that you can have advantage on your fortune on your reflex save as you kind of wade into the arms to try and release Thelgar.
Before I do that, I'm going to quick file a Quicksilver mutagen and consume that. And whoops, might have been the wrong slot. Whoops. I'll still take a quick file away from that. Because I was like, I need as much as possible. Oh, I want as much as possible, because if this doesn't work, oops.
So yeah. You pop in a Quicksilver mutagen, and you feel your bones kind of twist and elongate, and it is painful, but you feel more flexible for it.
Okay. So he's gonna do that, and I'm trying to apply the Quicksilver mutagen, and I'm not finding it in inventory. Obnoxious enough.
You used it, is the problem.
Oh, okay.
You need to apply the effect before you use it.
Okay. Well, fair enough. All right, so he's gonna run in, and
But yeah,
what roll is
it's
he? To make?
make a reflex save with a +1
Right.
item bonus from the Quicksilver.
Okay.
And fortune.
Add fortune because Nimki disrupted the haunt slightly.
So
So
I'm
you
just
said
clicking
that
higher.
Felgar and I are immobilized. Is
Oh,
that
holy shit!
Let's go.
Let's
You are
fucking
both
go.
immobilized.
yeah? Does that mean we can't move, or that we can't take actions?
It means you cannot move. You can still take actions, like you can try to escape. But Cardamon, you deftly weave through these undead hands as they try to grasp at you. They are feeble and sluggish to respond, thanks to Nimki's magic. And you latch onto the back of Thelgar.
Hold on, I've got you. And he's going to wrap his arm around under both of your armpits, and then hold on to you as tight as he can before pulling out a really sketchy looking gun that is supposed to be it was Mulligan, but he had modified it recently, and it looks like it is experimental.
Sure does.
I haven't practiced this enough as much as I should have, but in theory, it works. In theory.
Wait, puppy, wait.
Nope, too late. Do it.
So
What are you
hold
going
on.
to?
What dice am I rolling? Where is it?
This is just. I just need to know how explosively it functions. You'll jump
aim an
30 feet
explosion.
without touching the ground. Must land on a space else who fall. Okay, I am going to say roll a crafting check for this, because this would normally just function for you properly because it's just trying to account for your weight, but now you're trying to lift Thelgar as well, and she's much heavier, so you need to try and get the correct angle to launch both her and yourself at a safe trajectory.
Okay.
22 is enough, I'm going to say, in this instance, especially because of Nimki's magical assistance. You latch yourself onto Thelgar, point Mulligan down at the ground behind you, and would you like to describe what happens?
Yeah, so whenever he reaches out with an outstretched hand and wraps around you, he'll pull it out of his holster and aim it behind them. So they're facing so they just walked in through the front entrance kind of a thing. So he's just trying to get her out of there. So he angles it so they can leap away from the hands. So probably back towards the entrance, towards the party. And with a very unsettling whir and the gun kind of rattling in machine sounds that would make you very nervous, it starts to glow, and then a explosion that you don't take damage from will send you 30 feet away and at a speed that you probably haven't reached before running.
Jesus.
Oh, I also made a mistake. Tiki, your aid to attempt to pull Kenji out was successful. So, Kenji, on your escape attempt, you will have a bonus. But yes, sorry, I had to correct that while I was thinking about it. Yeah, Thelgar, Cardamon just kind of latches onto you and points his gun at the ground and blasts you both out with an explosion.
I mean,
God.
she's so fucking confused that she doesn't even have time to process what's happening. She's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. That's about right.
Oh, thank God that worked.
Freaking
Hey,
Looney
get up.
Tunes.
We've got shit to do. And he pats your face, trying to walk off the absolutely unsettling and scary shit that just happened.
That was kind of cool, actually.
Results may
She
vary.
tries
And he
to,
helps you up.
yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
nice.
so she
But
got it
Kenji,
up.
Mm-hmm.
Kenji, I'm just yanking on him.
So yeah, Kenji, you are still trapped. You can make an athletics or acrobatics against the DC of the trap. the hazard to attempt to escape.
But I don't get the advantage.
You don't. Well, no, because the disruption would still be in effect until until Nimki's turn. So
I mean, I can use a good card if anything, right?
I mean,
that is an option as well.
I literally just learned bottled sunlight.
Mhm.
Sure.
That is true.
Okay. How do I use
Kenji, you decide to. It's a bomb, so
Yeah.
you would throw it. Kenji, you decide to place your new alchemical knowledge to the test and quickly whip up a bomb in one hand. You give it a quick shake, and much to your and Cardamon's delight, it begins to glow as if a tiny sun were in your hand.
that? Okay. Hold on, let me double check what the actual effects of this are.
Might be a good idea, yes.
It's a bomb that deals fire and vitality damage and vitality splash damage.
You're interested in the vitality.
Correct.
Well, I only have one place to throw this, so throwing this down at my feet.
Yep.
I
You
make a
smash the vial against the ground, and once again, you watch as these hands, these various undead hands, some spectral, some physical, some bony, some rotting flesh, recoil from the vitality damage. So, it is an athletics or acrobatics to escape the immobilized condition. You have fortune and a +1 circumstance bonus from Tiki aiding you. All right, that is plenty enough to escape, and you are able to get out of the area of the grasping dead. The haunt, however, is still active as they continue to reach up out of the ground and attempt to grab at you just outside of their reach.
Miria, have you ever seen anything like that before?
Yeah, this is pretty much how all of them go, to be honest.
Oh my god.
I mean, I don't usually step in it like that, but
I was distracted, okay?
oh yeah, of course, no problem. But I don't get any closer.
No kidding.
But how am I going to smash if I didn't get any closer?
So in this scenario,
So
Miria's
in
basically
this,
been doing this by herself forever.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So,
But
for this particular haunt, knowing about how these things work usually falls under religion, but you could also make it occultism. So, religion is going to be slightly easier to see if you can figure out how to dispel this haunt.
okay. You know what? It's not in my deck, but I think this is a good place to use my hero card.
I see.
And if I remember correctly, that would be the Mountain Man, a neutral card.
Yes, you also have the winged serpent because I gave you an extra one if you care to use it. That's one's
Ooh.
good. But it is up to you if you would rather have the good card, which might result in a better roll, or the neutral card, which might result in something much higher potentially, or lower. Who
I
knows?
think it makes sense to use the good card in this case. More chances for knowledge and understanding.
Hmm.
And specifically because we will roll with religion and not occultism.
That's fair.
So I may roll this with fortune then.
Yep.
Keep higher.
Yep.
All right. Oh,
Oof.
Hmm.
Miria, you rack your knowledge of religion on haunts like this. All haunts can be dispelled by appeasing the dead, but this particular haunt you're not entirely sure you've heard of before from a religious standpoint.
Man, it, it really is a good thing you guys came along, because this one's just all kinds of trouble.
Yeah, I'm getting this funny feeling that something else is guiding our destinies here.
I don't know about that, but this is pretty different than most of the ones I have to deal with. Usually it's not too much of a problem to put them away, get them some rest, but I'm having
Ash, we're
trouble
not
just.
taking turns in this, right?
No, we're kind of in a little, since you're not like in the haunt, we're kind of just in a little timey-wimey nonsense.
Right.
Does,
Oh,
does Nimki know anything about religion? It might help. AK, can I do a roll?
Of course you can.
and
You're
anybody
trained in
do a
religion.
roll?
Yeah, if you're trained.
I don't know a
Yes.
Just
goddamn
religion
thing
or
about
occultism too?
religion or
Occultism can also work for this one.
just not as
Nice.
strongly apparently, or else I would have
It's a
rolled
little
with
bit
occultism.
hard. It's a little bit harder with occultism, but
You want to try?
Ye-
Okay, let's go.
Thelgar.
Oh, wow.
Weirdly enough, Thelgar.
Not
The person
perfect.
who-
It's perfect.
The person who before today knew nothing about haunts. I think maybe it's less that you have heard of this, that you know about it, that a hand you feel guiding you. Thelgar, you have the ability to dispel this haunt with one swipe of your sword. Not permanently, but long enough to satisfy the spirits by giving the dead here a proper burial. Something in your mind, you see a mass of bodies beneath the floorboard, barely covered by dirt, old, withered, dead, and decayed. A mass grave, a dumping ground for some unknown malicious entity.
Her sword. And then she's like, she readies her sword in both her hands. And
Mhm.
she's like, all right, guys, I think you should step back. Because I'm going to end this, and it's going to be now. So can I just prepare like a striking action?
Yes. Thelgar, you raise your sword up and you swing it in one wide arc over the surface of these arms. And as you do, the green fire that normally would spew forth from the skull, it still comes out, but as it interacts with this undead flesh, this undead spirit, this this God, what's the word I'm looking for? This vengeful dead. For just a moment, as you swing your sword, the normally green flames appear blue,
Mm.
and you cut through. You cut through the bones, you cut through the rotted flesh, you cut through the spiritual arms, and they dissipate. And for a moment, everything here is quiet. Miria, you know that this haunt will reset within 1 hour if you do not appease the spirits of the dead by giving them a proper burial. But you also know that as long as you have Felgar here, you have nothing to worry about.
Mirio, do you tell this to the rest of us?
What a wonderful thought. Yes. No, Miria will share with everybody. This was a mass grave of sorts. We need to give these people a proper burial.
Anybody bring a shovel?
Tiki is going to summon forth a about 1 foot by half foot sheet of metal in front of him, and he's gonna drag his claws across it and begin writing into the metal.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to think if there's any specific funerary messages or rites that the Tengu would know of.
Make a Tengu lore. I think you have
Oh
that
yeah, I
one.
do have that. Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah, you would know Tengu funerary rites. Most of them revolve around like air burials, but
Mm-hmm. This
you
would be
you would
something
know
that the
like
monastery had dealt with in the past. Maybe something I've seen or done once or
right.
twice.
Yeah, you would know specific funerary prayers for like souls that found themselves in this kind of situation from your people's point of view.
Mm-hmm. So I think I begin to perform those rites, and as I continue writing on the sheet of metal, what you guys can see now is a headstone or like a head marker. I say something about their lives are many, their experiences innumerable, uh, their memory immortal, something like that to honor them.
Okay.
And
I'll
I'll
count
lay
that
that
as one
on the
successful
ground.
check for dispelling the haunt. You need a total of 3.
What does Miria know that she can possibly try in situations like these? She's seen a fair decent number of haunts at this point. What's something typical in terms of getting these haunts dispelled that she can try?
Common things include offering ritualistic prayers for the dead. Other things include rituals to like purify the ground and exercise the spirit's anger, things like that.
Purify the ground.
If you can come up with a reasonable course of action and a decent skill for it, I will almost certainly consider it.
So Miria has root magic, and I'd say that she normally crafts these talismans on a fairly regular basis when she has the opportunity.
She certainly would.
Can we say that she has some talisman that she's made, since by description they say they ward against foul magic,
They certainly do.
that I could leave in this resting spot that would help put these spirits at ease.
I would allow that. Given how your magic works, that could be an occultism check.
I shall roll. And yet.
And yet. Miriam,
And use like one of the cards.
If somebody wants to offer her a good card, as she has used hers.
Sure, please use my trumpet card.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right, Miria. Felgar's presence here. There's a moment where you feel like you may have insulted the restless dead here with your talisman. You're not sure whether it's part of the iconography, whether it's just strange to the people who were buried here. But you find comfort in Thelgar's presence, and you decide to try again, offering a prayer of understanding. Go ahead and reroll your occultism check with fortune.
Do I just select play card?
Yep, just play your card. And
I'm rolling again with fortune?
Yep.
Okay.
It was a good card.
Not incredible.
Not great, but plenty good enough with your talisman. With your second attempt and the prayer, this offering of understanding that, you're here to help, and while you may not know the rights of everyone buried here, you are willing to offer what services you can to them. You feel their anger and animosity towards you start to dissipate, and almost like they accept the talisman. That is a second success at dispelling the haunt. You need one more.
I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Back at home, when someone would pass away, we would find items that they loved and give them as gifts, and then we would stand in a circle and sing.
We
That's
don't
all
have
I
to hold
know.
hands. Do we have to hold hands?
We do have to hold hands, yes.
Cardamom grabs
All of
Aloysius'
us?
hand.
I don't know any songs, but I could chant something.
Cardamom knows some songs.
Oh?
I would assume. I mean, he's a sing-songy dog.
Okay, so
Actually,
we
I
all
would like
get to
to-
hold hands then.
Don't know any words. We don't know these people, so we don't know what
Well.
to say, but yeah?
Kenji is
songs.
blushing, profusely.
Cardamom
I will
offers
not
his
sing.
product to Kenji.
Tiki looks at you and says, "I will not sing."
Miria pokes
not
Tiki
that
with her
bad.
stick.
Okay. Kenji
Imagine
stands in front of the place.
Mhm.
Of all the money that e'er I had, I spent it in good company, and all the harm I've ever done, alas, it was to none but me, and all I've done for want of wit, to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all.
All right.
Wow.
Miria
Okay.
wipes away a little tear.
Aloysius
If they
is
weren't
just-
holding hands, Cardamom would be clapping profusely.
Aloysius is completely floored. He doesn't know what to say.
Kenji pulls his hood over his eyes and kind of backs
Aw.
away nervously.
You did so good, yo.
I'm not going to call for a check on that one. Kenji, with your heartfelt performance, not the greatest singing any of you have ever heard, but nevertheless full of genuine concern for the souls who are lost here. You feel calm spread over the room. And Miria and Thelgar, you both feel the resentment and anger that was being held onto here by those interred beneath the boards of this house dissipate.
Man.
Spirit. That was really great.
And
I think-
Kenji, please draw another hero card.
God, we're so full of hero cards.
Yeah, you guys need to be spending these.
I know, man, but it was like I did so good on that roll. I didn't need to spend for the rocket jump.
Kenji, you have drawn the bear. This card depicts a bear standing upright, holding a staff. This is a neutral card.
Wow, it's a bear. It bear. It's
It is
totally
bear.
neutral.
Love that. That was really good.
I think everybody can see Miria like visibly exhale within the ending notes of the song, feeling the atmosphere and the tension drop.
Mm-hmm. Miria,
Well,
your hummingbird lands on the tip of your stick that you carry in your hands basically at all points. Just you seem to constantly fidget with it, and the hummingbird looks at you and it opens its mouth, and a concordance of voices spill forth from it, at times dissonant, at times melodious. Well done, dear. A price paid for service rendered. Miria, please give yourself the basic lesson feat as a bonus feat.
fantastic.
Alice just glances at Hocus. I helped a little bit. Do I get anything?
No push it.
So Tiki kind of nervously, like, finally lets go of everybody's hands and claps his hands together. Okay, so that was that. The haunt is over. We haunted the haunt. Yes?
Yeah,
Don't ask me.
y'all did it.
So it's over.
Yes. This one shouldn't be coming back.
Including those 3 that we saw earlier?
No, you put them to rest. And now y'all have helped put all of them to rest.
I wonder if we could market this sort of thing. Eloise just glances at the rest of them and just quiets down.
That's a funny thing to think at a time like this.
Well,
Cardamom apps. Yeah.
I'm a practical sort.
Apparently.
Also, I'm terrified.
I look at the little, like, shard of metal in my hand, and I'm just like, nah, I don't think I fight ghosts too well.
Cardamom
That's
being
okay.
on a high from the rocket jump and the team up with Nimki freaks out over everything going really well, and he's got like really big stars in his eyes. He's like, oh my god, we did that! And then he's gonna go and he's gonna high five Nimki and Kenji for the success of that. He would with Thelgard if her player was here at the moment, but
Nimki has to jump very high, but he totally does it. Probably an acrobatic check or something. I don't forget.
he would go low enough so that you could reach it.
Yeah.
It's like more of that shit.
The extra nice thing for you guys is y'all don't have to worry as much anymore.
Yeah.
Y'all got Thelgar right here.
Actually, I'll have to interrupt you guys to say that I've used all my mobile internet.
That's
no.
fine. We are about to end. Miriam
Yeah.
needs to say her goodbyes to the party for now.
No, I had to come downstairs to get some of the Wi-Fi from the co-working office.
We'll be finishing up shortly, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just missed Cardamom getting really excited about that rocket jump working, and he's gonna go and hold his hand up for a high five with you, and he's wagging, and he's so endearingly, infectiously excited for that working. He was like, I did that! I helped you this time! To Thelgar.
Wait, sorry, what did you say?
Trying to give you a high five for the rocket jump y'all did.
Oh, sure. Yeah. I mean,
Well,
she-
and you dispelling all of that magic on the haunt and everything, and he was like also excited because of how cool your ghost eating is.
Yeah, she high fives you.
He's wagging profusely.
Got the high five.
I mean, like your hands, like I'm not gonna say hurt, but like when she high fives you, you kind of feel like the roughness of her paw, like
Did you? Oh, does it just like dwarf, and then she's like not entirely certain what this gesture is, and her whole hand just goes around Cardamom.
Could also be that.
We take those.
All right. Miria, you feel a tug. Not a physical one, but one of understanding at the edge of your mind that your work here is done. You have business to attend to elsewhere.
I don't really get to stay anywhere for long, huh? Well,
She'll walk out of the building that they were in. Take a look up. What time is it?
At this point, it's getting into about mid-afternoon. The sun is starting to set over the horizon. It's still plenty bright out, but night will be here in a few hours.
She'll turn around, take a look at everybody.
stars aren't out yet, but I can already tell that there's someplace else that I'm needed, and it's not here. I'm glad I ran into you guys. It's, I really definitely couldn't have done this without your help. And I feel like I was able to help you guys a little bit too.
Salgar walks up to you and gives you a big hug.
She's like squished with her arms to her sides, like
Yeah,
barely
yeah.
able to move.
Barely peeking above Bilgar's biceps.
Basically.
Yeah, exactly. Like the
Roll for
big, the
suffocation,
puffy cheeks.
smothering.
Delgar, don't forget what I told you. Just don't forget that feeling.
I won't.
That's where it's all gonna come from. You're gonna be okay.
Yeah, I can feel I will be okay. And wherever you go with my blessing, okay? She kind of like touches her forehead on yours and gives you a pat on the back.
Well, who knows? I go anywhere and everywhere. There's always a chance our path could cross again. But for now, I'll let the stars guide me.
Be safe, okay?
As safe as I can be.
Tiki's gonna walk up to Miria and like offer her a handshake. You-
She reaches out, gives you a handshake, but upon pulling back, takes out one of the feathers.
Gosh.
Nice.
I got a black one. Now I need an orange one. I'm sorry. Besides, that other one said he could help.
Cardamon, unsure of what that exchange was, pulls out some of his own fur and offers it to you, and he's like, "Here for the road."
Oh.
Puppy,
Oh,
I don't
okay.
think. Well, what do I know?
I'm sure this will be useful somehow.
You're so nice.
You can't have the stick, though.
Stick. Just can I chew one chew?
No, puppy, no,
Okay.
No,
puppy.
you can touch it. You can't chew it though.
He reaches out for it very slowly, and as soon as it touches his fingertips, he goes to snatch it and put it in his mouth and run.
Well, that sounds like an athletics check against her reflex DC.
Do I really want to make all these rolls? Yeah.
Of course you do. It's for the bit.
It's for that's my athletics. Ah,
0.
gold plus 0.
Wow, really?
Neat. I reach with my bionic arm. Never mind.
No. Mira, he attempts to snatch the stick out of your hand. You just yank it back.
Her grip is like a vice on the stick. You are not getting it out of her hands.
I said, touch. You've lost all stick privileges from now on.
Puppy, look, an imaginary ball. I throw it.
Oh my god. He runs after it.
Okay. Well, that was a thing.
Good luck, Maria.
Good luck.
You too, wizard, witch, whatever you are.
Yeah. Same.
Thanks for opening up. Like I said, nicest wizard I've met yet.
Well, you're all right too.
I'll take that.
So, are we ready to
Maria, you head out, walking through the streets of the slums, your eyes cast upward, waiting for the sun to set so you can ask the scars for guidance. The rest of you are left a little stronger and a little stranger for the experience. But business is not done, as Andre Delone must still answer for what he's done. But that's for later. For now, we're going to go ahead and end our session. Chat.
You're gonna be all right.
Chat, I hope you enjoyed having Miria along for this ride. Crystal, I hope you had fun playing Miria. Perhaps we'll see her again.
It has been an honor, and I agree. I hope everybody else enjoyed what ended up being a 2-weekend experience.
It was, it's true.
It was very fun.
I think this one might be my
very
favorite
good.
session, honestly. I
This is a
enjoyed that
very good one.
There was a lot more that happened than I thought that there was going to be.
Yeah.
The immediate anxiety of having to say what was in Cardamon's sketchbook was insane and insane. But it was just a fun tool for what everyone. I wanted to know what everyone's reactions were to seeing what his drawings were from like being in the complex, but I'll ask later. That was insane.
That was pretty crazy.
Thelgar really
Yes.
got to have her moment.
Yeah, it was nice. It was pretty nice. about the Cardamom sketchbook. Just remember, like, if you play like Baldur's Gate, there's a moment when you find like kobolds
Yes.
like notebook and how they depict like the drawings.
That's cute.
There
I haven't
it
gotten
is.
there yet.
That does happen. It's true. All right, chat. I hope you all had fun listening to us today. We are going to take a break next week, but we are not going to be playing Baldur's Gate 3. Instead, Rick has decided to start his own campaign.
I have.
We are going to be playing the first episode of Rick's Empires campaign.
This is a
Where you can
terrible
see-
idea.
Wonderful people. It's a great idea. And you can see
It'll be
Ash,
fantastic.
and you can
It's
see
gonna be
players
cool.
such as Ash outside of the DM role playing a PC.
It'll
Yes.
be like
I
Oh,
will be
yeah.
one of the characters. Crystal will be a permanent fixture in here. You will also be seeing perhaps an otter and
Do
a
we want
bat.
to say the full cast?
We might as well. we also have Sync joining us, as well as Void and Stoker.
And Gears.
And
Gears.
and Steve.
That was the sixth one. Yes. Our other resident mousy.
It's gonna be like the TNG. It's gonna be like the DS9 to our TNG. Yeah. Anyway.
I was gonna
Oh,
say
jeez.
Ash and Rick will be switching seats at the table, and then everybody else gets out of the table and new people come in.
Yes. So another thing to look forward to next week. Something new,
Mhm.
something exciting.
Gonna have to like draw like a GM hat for Ponbon.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go. The overlay will make more sense now. The GM is the one separate from everyone else.
No, sorry, Arcus. They're totally different universes.
Yes, Rick will be using his own world for this game, whereas mine is set in Orbis, his is set in his own world for
Yeah,
this. You
this
will
is-
find out more details next week.
Yes.
So make sure you all come and join us and watch Rick as his first foray into being the GM for one of these things.
Yeah.
Don't miss it.
Join
Don't you
us.
fucking miss it, chat.
It's session 1. You have to.
We'll find you.
It's gonna be
Will.
awesome.
All right, we're rating Khalif.
Yeah.
Yee.
Give us Roo Croo love.
Hello.
Okay.
We'll see you all around tomorrow.
We'll see you
Bye-bye.
tomorrow, chat.
Have a good night, everybody.
Good
Good night,
night.
everybody.
Good night, chat.
Good night.
Bye.